You're listening to The Drew Yari Show.
What's going on, guys? It's Wednesday, and we're back. The reason why I'm yelling is I'm so excited. Even my cat's excited. My cat will not stop biting me. Go away. Go. Shoot. And you already know I'm the host. I'm Drew Yari. And with me is we got a threesome here. We got an Oreo. We got an Oreo special going on here. With me, you heard that scoff, people. Back from the dead, RJ.
That's right.
And
I'm alive.
He's alive, bitches. And also, my usual co-host, one of my usual co-hosts, is Justin from Spinebuster Tees.
Yo, what's up? We do have an Oreo, so every time it's gonna be us three, it's gonna be double stuffed, pure organic, creamy Oreo.
And speaking of spine buster, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, when you're talking about that Oreo, I mean, some spine's going to need to be adjusted.
Exactly.
Oh, my God.
But, so let me start off by saying this. So, AEW's on right now. We always record during AEW, like, usually in the middle of the show. I only saw the beginning, which was Moxley coming out to, I guess, throw out an open challenge, quote unquote, for All Out, which I guess it like started me thinking like, okay, this has to be a perfect way to bring back MJF. Like MJF can come out, big surprise in a Chicago crowd, big heat, and then possibly win the title, which I hope that would have happened an hour ago. But that's not the case. Apparently CM Punk came out during tonight's show and signed the contract. So we're getting CM Punk and Moxley at All Out this Sunday.
Yeah.
But Justin wanted to rant. He wanted to go on a rant about tonight's show, the AEW show. So Justin, the floor is yours.
So first of all, I'll say this: I'm more of a fan of AEW than these two guys. I would say I'm fair and balanced. I'm fair and balanced. If I like something, I'll like it. If I see bullshit, I'm gonna call it out on it. And tonight, what we saw in the opening and what we just saw with CM Punk, if you're watching this live as we're recording, you know what I mean. So Moxley came out, cut a promo, right? Good promo. It was good. But he basically had the contract for the match at All Out and left it in the middle of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
If he says, "Hey, I have this contract for a world title match live on pay-per-view," right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go and ask you, RJ. I'm gonna ask you, RJ. If you were a wrestler, hearing that in the back, what would you do? If a contract's laying in the middle of the ring, what would you do?
If I wanted the title shot, I'd go out there and go get it.
Exactly. So why wasn't half the roster fighting to go get this contract? If I was a wrestler, I would be like, this is a world title shot. Hey, I'm on Dark. Hey, this may be my opportunity. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go out there and try to get now. At the end of the day, you're gonna see you probably see like a lot of jobbers that may come out there, this, that, and the other. The point is that you open up that door, you have to let people go in through that door, and no one was able to go through that door. You just made your entire roster look like, nah, I'm good. I'm not gonna go for that contract. I don't want to go for a world title. Like, who does that? The logic gaps is immense here. So eventually, Ace Steel, Punk's friend, comes out. Who trained takes the contract, kind of selling commentary. Oh, this is Punk's best friend. Oh, the plot thickens. We know where it's going from here. So right now on Dynamite, CM Punk came out, cut a promo. He's like, oh, well, maybe I can't do this anymore. Maybe I don't have the love for this anymore. Ace still basically comes out with the contract, slaps in the face, and basically tells him, like, no, you gotta do this. So now we have our match at All Out, which at the end of the day, it was gonna be something that we're gonna see the entire time between Mox and Punk. The fact that they went through this route, the fact that they're trying to carry us along here and make us feel stupid with this here is just downright asinine. Remember, AEW is for the what? It's for the smart wrestling fans, right? Don't make us feel stupid, because this makes us feel stupid. At least for me, right? Why would you not have half the roster come out there and try to get this contract? Why would you have Moxie just leave that contract in the middle of the ring, right? How many you could have done this on? Maybe you could have done this on Sunday, right? Without the whole contract thing. Just have him come out. Just announce that, hey, Jon Moxley, he will have a title match at All Out. It is going to be our main event. It is going to be for the world title. And just have it out there where Punk just comes out. You know what I mean? He just comes out. He's limping to the ring and they have their match, right? Now, eventually, we may see MJF, right? I think we see MJF on Sunday. I really, really do. You don't see MJF, then basically I don't see him coming back to AEW. If we don't see him Sunday, right? Mm-hmm. But I do see him Sunday, though. I really do. I really think we will see him Sunday. But if he doesn't, he's not going to come back. So they could have went this a whole better way, right? I get what they were doing last week with the whole story or whatnot. It was and I ran about that, last week as well. But at the end of the day, logic gaps, and this is why a lot of fans are getting turned off by AEW because of decisions like this, right? Okay, at the end of the day, are we going to remember this 2 or 3 years from now, like how they got built up to this pay-per-view? Maybe not, right? Maybe not. Time will tell, right? But as of right now, in this moment, makes no goddamn sense whatsoever on how they did this here. So that's my rant. I don't know if it was much of a rant, but it's warranted because of the logic gaps between what was put on TV and how they executed it. It was just 100% numbskullish, and it was dumb.
Yeah. No, I mean, and just a little clarification on your statement earlier. I try to be fair to AEW. Like I don't hate. Drew hates AEW.
Okay, so Drew does hate AEW. Okay.
I wouldn't go as far as saying I hate it. It's just no, for real. I don't hate AEW. Like there's things I like about it, but then there's things that just outweigh the things I do like about it. And like
you're not pro AEW.
I'm not pro AEW, but I give it a chance. But lately, it hasn't been all as great as I wanted it to be. But RJ,
okay, got you.
Yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from though. Like, if this, like you just said, you laid everything out perfectly. If this is supposed to be for the smart marks, and the smart marks understand what's going on here, why toy with our intelligence here? Why do that? And so I understand your point. Moxley should just cut his promo. Anybody that wants some, come get some at the pay-per-view. First come, first serve. That's it.
Right.
But then, like I said, like you said, like it doesn't make any sense. Why didn't anybody come out there and get in his grill about that? Why didn't anybody come and try to get the contract? It didn't make any sense whatsoever. You're right. You're doing too much.
I mean, they could have at least also as well, like, show people like backstage at Gorilla all trying to get to the ring. Like, who's holding them back? Like, maybe security's holding them back. Maybe Tony Khan's like, no, you don't deserve a title. Like, make it seem real with this. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
You're definitely right on that, man.
Yeah, it's weird because for a company that's built on the foundation of we're a smart wrestling company, you tend to really mock the smart audiences, even the casual audiences' intelligence, and it seems like they're targeted more towards the the smart audience, and they don't give two shits about the casual audience. And it almost seems like they're losing a lot of their audience back to WWE, because WWE's starting to get more buzz, with the new management. Just, I don't know, just it's like I said about AEW. It's just, I think RJ might have said this on his show, where I just hate the decisions they make. Like, even Maurice is saying, I'm not a fan of their decisions. Like, they're pushing the wrong people. It's like,
the wrong people.
I don't give a fuck about Daniel Garcia. I don't care about Willer Yuta. I sure as shit don't care about Orange Cassidy. And I don't care about Britt Baker anymore. Sorry. Not sorry, but
I'll take Orange Cassidy over Wheeler Uterus any day.
You know what I mean? It's just like,
Yeah, same here.
It's just like I look at Brian Danielson and, CM Punk and just the top guys there. It's just like, what do you see in these guys that we don't see? What do you see in Daniel Garcia we don't see? How could Brian Danielson not want to go out of his way to work with a Ricky Starks? Why wouldn't CM Punk want to work with trying to think of a name, a Will Hobbs? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't he want to work?
Already did. He beat him. He beat him flat in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, and he wants to quote unquote elevate talent.
He did.
So it's just like I think Ricky Starks is just terribly misused. Like, just terribly misused. Like that. That's a guy who has it. Like, he has it factor.
I was so pissed off when they broke up Team Taz because they didn't do anything with them. Okay, yeah. Drew. If the breakup is supposed to hit us so badly, success in the journey has to come along with that. Mm-hmm. Why did people lose their shit when Seth Rollins turned on the Shield? Because the Shield was so successful that it felt like to the audience that he was portraying something that was so good to the point where, okay, now I don't like you. Like, as soon as Rollins lifted up that chair and everybody goes, and he hits Reigns in the back, you know what I'm saying? You felt that. When Hobbs hit Starks, I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Like, why? As in a non-kayfabe sense. Like, why are you doing this? Like, what the fuck? Why is Tony Khan doing this? This doesn't make any sense. So,
there's a whole bunch of logic gaps in AEW.
So,
and from what it tells me is that Tony Khan, a lot of his decisions or whatnot is obviously clearly his. He's not run it by a lot of probably well-established talent backstage. Like, you got Dean Malenko, you got Jerry Lynn, you got Arn Anderson, you got people like that who has experience in wrestling to run those, not necessarily like to get approval or anything, but just be like, hey, would this make sense logically, right? Like, asking them that question. Yeah. And, if it does or if it doesn't, and you can kind of, make the adjustments from there. But that's a big issue right now with AEW.
So let me ask you something, Justin, because we were talking off air before we started recording. You mentioned that I guess you heard a rumor about something that you were going to save for the show.
Oh.
Well, yeah, from not necessarily a rumor per se, but just kind of what was going on backstage, and it was really reference to MJF coming back. That's really what it was. So MJF possibly may be back at All Out. So he may be making his return at All Out. So I don't know if that's true, 100% sure as of yet, but I've heard from a couple people that are in the know that MJF may be back at All Out. So we'll see what happens on Sunday.
I mean, that'd be good. I mean, because that's another way to get people to tune back in, because MJF, always has one of the best segments on the show, whether it be, him just, cutting a promo or having a match. As far as like rumors goes, so Jeff Lippman, friend of the show, part of the Patreon too, had mentioned that he had heard rumors that apparently Malachi Black is going to be granted his release, along with Murphy and King.
If that's the case there,
really, that's interesting.
If that's the case there, then I could definitely see Murphy and Malachi Alistair. It could go back to WWE, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also in reference to, you were talking about MJF and his him coming back and possibly helping the ratings only for so long. I
Right.
love MJF. Don't get me wrong, but he's not that guy yet, right? You need
He's
like he's a game changer as far as the wrestling and the promos. Like he's a game changer there. As far as mainstream and getting people getting new fans to watch and keep them watching, no, you need somebody like a Randy Orton or somebody like that to leave WWE and go to AEW, or Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns, somebody like that, right? That will draw in new viewers. That's not going to happen, never going to happen, but that's just an example.
But Justin, I think it could work though. I think if Tony Khan can book this man consistently, it depends on what MJF does when he comes back. When and if he comes back.
You think consistently. Tony Khan has never booked anything consistently since he started AEW.
And that's the problem. That in line's the problem. The lack of consistency there. He's got to be consistent with these guys, especially the younger guys. The younger guys that are going to be with you for at least 10 years. For at least 10 years tops. Like, guys like, Punk, it's that, they're made guys already. They don't need to be protected and coddled and walked step by step along the way. They're already good. You gotta start really consistently booking your younger guys, and MJF is one of those guys.
Right.
But I think that MJF has qualities that other people don't have on that roster, and that's the ability to talk people into the building, so you want to see him get his ass kicked. So as far as him going on tours, I could see him actually doing a lot of the maybe talk show host and talking shit to somebody like Conan O'Brien or whoever else is doing late night.
You're right. You're 100% correct. But that has not happened to nobody in AEW as of yet. Have we seen Chris Jericho or Daniel Bryan or CM Punk or anybody like that on those late night talk shows since they joined AEW? No, they haven't. They haven't. They've been at the biggest things I think I've seen AEW talent be involved in is like things for websites and events like Comic-Con. I think Comic-Con is probably the biggest thing I've seen outside of AEW. Some of the wrestlers get involved in. Quote me if I'm wrong, but I haven't seen these guys doing any major TV spots or anything like that. Or any major promos or anything like that. I haven't seen these guys. I'll take that back. Chris Jericho on Inside the NBA. That's when AEW first started. That was probably the biggest audience that they got in, or in front of the products. But again, that was on TNT anyway, right? So that was on the Turner Network. I haven't seen Chris Jericho or Mox or anybody like that on a Conan or a Jimmy Fallon or anything like that. So they still need to get out there and currently right now they're just not able to.
I never really thought about that because it's mind boggling because an MJF on Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel, put him on fucking ESPN. I can picture him being able to mix it up, as far as talking, with Jimmy Fallon, being quippy, being funny. As much shit as we want to give Jericho knows how to work the media. He can be funny and charming. Danielson can be kind of charming. Punk is charming if you prefer complete fucking dickheads. Britt Baker can be charming. She can be, likable-ish.
They have the roster for it. It's just not happening. Okay, The Miz. He was just on Celebrity Family Feud, right?
Mysterio.
And The Miz is but he's been in WWE for years, right? like by all means, he's not like a serious top guy or anything like that, right? Like he's an upper mid card guy, right? We've seen like other wrestlers like on TV shows like that. Like I think I saw like Titus O'Neil on the Family Feud as well one time. Like how the hell is Titus O'Neil there? Like you know what I mean? Like yeah, he's a great guy. He's great for the community, things of that nature, right? But like if you were to watch, you know, a TV show like that, you wouldn't think like, oh man, he's from WWE. You're not gonna think about that, right? You probably think, oh, maybe he's a football player, or maybe he's involved in something else. Like as soon as you hear WWE, like I don't know this guy from WWE. Like I heard Seth Rollins. I know who Roman Reigns is. I mean, of course I know The Rock and Triple H, and they're gonna go like all to the old school names, right? But they're not gonna be like, who's this, Titus O'Neil fella. So if they, and my point is, if they can, WWE can get guys like that on TV shows, right? And AEW can't even get Chris Jericho in a situation like that, what does that tell you?
I think the one thing that comes into play that a lot of people kind of take for granted, it's the airport test. Like, imagine seeing, like, if you didn't watch wrestling, if you never watched WWE or anything in your life, and you saw a guy like Titus O'Neil walking in the airport, you would say, that guy looks like he's somebody. He looks like an athlete, he looks like he's a wrestler, or maybe he's a movie star. Now, imagine if you saw Daniel Garcia walking in an airport.
He's a regular smo.
It's like that looks like a nice young man that works at a bakery or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Looks like the guy at my job. The guy that works with Logan in the morning. He just got the guy just has long hair. That's it.
Now, if
but
you
he
looks
like Daniel Garcia.
Now, if you saw Chris Jericho,
trying to get past airport security or whatnot, and they're like, "Sir, yeah, we're gonna have to stop here." But I'm a pro wrestler. Sure you are. Like, of course.
Sure you are, Buster.
Now, imagine, what would you think if you never watched wrestling and you saw Kenny Omega in an airport?
I would think that, honestly, I'll be completely honest with you. I wouldn't think that he'll be a pro wrestler, but I'll be like, oh man, he looks pretty, like he's a fit guy, right? So like, oh, he's pretty fit. Maybe it just works out, maybe, but I wouldn't, but again, I wouldn't think of anything of him. I wouldn't think like he'll be famous or he's on TV or anything like that. I'm like, maybe this guy just likes to work out, and you know what I mean, and he looks good, you know what I mean, pretty much, but nothing else.
What's that class like? When, like, you ever been to a gym and you see that class, or you see like a bunch of women like riding on exercise bikes, and there's like the trainer at the head? Like, what's that called?
Shit, I don't know, man.
Is it called spinning or something, like spinning class?
I don't know. I thought it was bike class,
but I can't think of the proper term for it right now.
That's what Kenny Omega would look like if I didn't know wrestling. I'd be like, he looks like he teaches a spinning class.
Or a Zumba class or something.
Like, he just puts on his headband. He's like, all right, ladies, let's go. And 1, and 2, and 3. If there's one person who knows a female intellect, it's me.
It's right. Work those hips, Cindy. Don't you slack off, Marcy. I'm watching you. Spread those legs open, just like...
Run, ladies! Run like your life depends on it!
Just bend over and go, achoo!
Oh, man. So, Kenny Omega, now that we're on Kenny Omega, I mean, we don't want to be on Kenny Omega.
Olivier.
Kenny Olivier, the greatest wrestling artist of all time. Matt Hardy apparently thinks we're fucking idiots if we don't like Kenny Omega.
Man, Matt Hardy's kissing ass right now. It don't make any sense.
So Matt Hardy has a podcast called The Extreme Life of Matt Hardy with John Alba.
Listen to that shit.
And I don't listen to that shit. I just saw this quote. So let me read this quote for you. They're very polarizing, all three of them. But Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, people who don't get how good they are just missing out, and they don't get pro wrestling. They may not get pro wrestling, but they do not. Or they may think they get pro wrestling, but they do not. If you are hating on Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson, you're a fucking idiot. I mean, it is what it is. They are great, and I will defend them to my dying day because they are amazing. They are all groundbreakers. They have set so many trends. The three of those guys are one of the major reasons AEW is in existence. They really, really are. The stuff they did in New Japan was fantastic, and you've all broken so many boundaries. They've gone so much further than anybody that they would that anybody thought they would do. So I'm going to say it again. If you hate and you dislike Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, and Kenny Omega, you're a fucking idiot.
Oh God, Matt, please take the cock out of your mouth already. My
There's more.
Have you guys ever read more of a cock-sucking statement than that? Jesus Christ.
There's more, by the way. There's more dick sucking. There's more dick sucking in this interview. Let me read it.
Jesus Christ.
To go a little deeper on that. Deeper. I swear I'm not making that up. To go a little deeper on this cock I'm sucking, wrestling is subjective. On one half of the Hardy Boys, if you don't like us, that's fine. That's okay. We're not for everyone. If you don't like the Young Bucks, I do get that. Or if you don't like Kenny Omega. But if you don't appreciate and you don't like them for their professional game and their professional status and their innovation, their professional innovation of pro wrestling, then that's when you're a fucking moron. That's where you don't get it.
I'll say this. I'll say this. Okay. As I mentioned, I do like Kenny Omega, right? I don't. He's not like one of my favorites of all time, but I like him. I like him. I will say this. But I will say this.
I'm kidding.
That wrestling is acquired taste, right? You can like all different types of wrestlers, all different types of wrestlers, right? Mm-hmm. You can't tell people, well, if you don't like somebody, then you're a fucking idiot, right? Like who the fuck you want to like at the end of the day, right? You know what I mean? Like to me, it's more of, okay, like do you respect their in-ring work? Okay, that could be a yes or a no, right? Do you respect on, how they put their bodies online for us? You can even say that yes or no, right? Because it's, it can be self-inflicted, right? But just telling people, like, hey, if you don't like this guy, then, pretty much go to hell or, stop watching wrestling, or whatever the case would be, it's just wrong. So Matt Hardy, I need you to dive off a cliff head first, okay, onto Kenny Omega's dick, okay? You're clearly necking his cock right now.
Exactly. I mean, my God.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
giving Kenny Omega more satisfaction than he ever gave Rebby. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, she's never satisfied. Look how many fucking kids they have.
Yeah, that is true. And they were teasing having another one tonight. So,
Jesus Christ.
If we see Matt Hardy's hips messed up again, we know why. But anyways, yeah, Matt, that's just an asinine thing to say. And he just said it himself. Not everybody is going to like you. Not everybody is going to appreciate you. So to discredit people or say that people are morons for not getting the genius of the Young Bucks or getting the genius of Kenny Omega, that's an asinine thing to say. You know what I'm saying? That's a very asinine thing to say. And Matt Hardy should know better. He's in his 40s. He's been in this business for a long time. Like, you should know better, dude. Come on.
It's like saying, when hip hop was created, right? The Sugar Hill Gang, they were the first hip hop artists to get on the radio, right? With the Rapper's Delight. Like, I if I don't like, the Sugar Hill Gang and Rapper's Delight, then I don't like hip hop. I don't like rap music. It's like, it's a really, really dumb thing to look. Really, really dumb opinion from Matt Hardy. That was a stupid statement.
Right.
Yeah, he apparently he's standing by his statement. So good for you, Matt. So keep on.
Good for you.
What is it?
Yeah, well, you didn't stand by. You didn't stand by your brother.
Yeah, he can't suck his brother's dick. That would just be weird.
Oh, I didn't say suck his brother's dick. I said you didn't stand by him.
Hey, I know he's from North Carolina, but come on.
Well, you know.
They get down. They get down.
Brother Nero!
That'd be a whole nother level of attitude there.
Brother Nero, I knew you'd come.
In my mouth. In my mouth.
Yes!
I've never seen a load that big.
Wonderful! Sometimes this shit just writes itself.
I know, right?
I guess other news, this is kind of like a nothing burger. This kind of died down. But, hold on. I have it right here. So, Matt Riddle is in more quote-unquote trouble again. And when I say quote-unquote, it's really not that big of a deal. So, an ex-girlfriend of his, who was an OnlyFans model, decided to leak... her name is Daniela Petro. She decided to leak text messages from Matt that are very descriptive. I'll say that. She tagged WWE, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and for some odd reason, Alexa Bliss and Doudrop in the tweet. Warning, the content is very explicit, but allegedly came from Matt Riddle's side of the text. Should I read this?
It's pretty long.
I mean,
Up to you.
we're already talking about Matt Hardy fucking his brother and double stuffed Oreos. So,
God.
Fuck it. Fuck it. This is
fuck it.
Kyle says yes. I'm gonna say yes. So fuck it. So, are there any children listening to the show? First question: why? Here's Matt Riddle's text to his ex-girlfriend.
Bro.
I want to fuck you in front of people early in the day, then at night. I want to do some coke and Molly and have you fuck me. By the way, my mom listens to the show. Sorry, Mom. I want you and have you fuck me in front of people or in a perfect scenario. We get another hot guy with a big cock and you share it with me. Honestly, babe, I do love you, but there's certain things I want/need in a relationship. I want/need a cock /pussy/ass loving slut like me, and I want those things and not to do it because I want it. I know I'm not like other guys, and I really don't get jealous if you flirt or fuck anyone. To be honest, that's what I want. When you were trying to be my girlfriend, I hated it, but when you sent me that video of kissing the other guy, I was so turned on. And that's what I want, especially when I can't have you. It's so hot because you're hot. I know it's a lot, and it's stuff I've already told you already, but I think this time you'll believe me that I won't get jealous. And there's more. The video...
Just like Riddle, too. I believe it.
The video of kissing the other guy, I sound like Triple H. I was so turned on, and that's what I want. Especially when I can't have you. It's so hot because you're hot. I know that's a lot, and it's stuff I've already told you already, but I think it's time you believe me that I won't get jealous. Also, one more thing. I want to make a porn with you, and I'll pay you and give you royalties if I ever release it or sell it. The porn is an insurance policy if WWE ever wants to fire me. I'll explain in person, but it makes sense, plus I've always wanted to do it. I think that's it. Is that it? Oh, wait, there's more. So the girl replies, wait, what? Are you sober right now? Yes, just really fucking horny. Give me 10 to read and reread it and read it again. Take your time. Okay, I'm going to respond and break down. Is that okay? And that's it. Hi, Mom. I'm sorry. Love you.
There was some more tonight, or this morning, actually, because my friend Tiffany and this girl was going back and forth today. Apparently, there's a video. She was explaining to my friend Tiffany, I guess, trying to suck off her followers, because Tiffany has, 78K followers or something like that on Twitter. Mm-hmm. I guess she saw the follower number and goes, oh, if I respond to this girl with a video, maybe I'll get some press. And, yeah, she was, I guess, trying to say that Matt Riddle tried to force his pee-pee in her mouth while she was sleeping or some shit.
Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nice.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
So I heard that Matt Riddle this past weekend. I heard.
I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
Oh my God,
Randy.
Come here, open your mouth.
So I heard
Riddle,
that
get
Matt
the
Riddle-
fuck out of here.
So I heard Matt Riddle this past weekend bought a new dog. You want to know?
Oh
know-
God, no! I want to know what the fuck happened.
You want to know what kind of dog it was?
What?
What kind of dog was it?
The Cocker Spaniel.
Oh, good one.
Hey, I like dad jokes. Oh,
I'll be here all week.
well, on a side note about Randy,
for the next 2 hours.
on a side note on Randy Orton, do you guys ever watch or listen to Rene Dupree's podcast?
Oh yeah, with the
I didn't
movie
hear
story.
So, whatchamacallit. So Renee tells a story about apparently Juventud Guerrera got fired from WWE because he pissed off Randy Orton. And he kind of insinuated, well, not kind of, but that Juventud's gay. And one night when they were, I guess, driving together, Juventud got drunk. And so when you get drunk, your inhibition's lower, as we all know. And Hoovy, for whatever reason, just starts yelling at Randy, "Come on, Randy, kiss me. Kiss me. Just one kiss." "No, Hoovy, get the fuck out of here. Just one kiss, Randy. One kiss."
Oh God! So this man Willa Uterus really beat Phoenix, Roosh, and Dante Martin in the Fatal 4-Way. Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah,
What was that?
sounds about right.
Are you kidding me? What is this?
Wrestling?
Serious AEW? You serious, Tony Khan? No, he will not draw you a ticket. He will not draw anybody to the building. Why are we pushing this guy? Are you serious? Roosh. Like in Phoenix? Are you kidding me? Come on.
You don't like Wheeler Hewlett?
No, I don't like Wheeler Uterus. He's so bland. He's bland. That shit.
Tell us how you really feel. Tell us how you really feel, RJ. Come on, let's go.
Like, come on. You put him with Regal and it still doesn't fucking matter. Come on. Are you serious? At least Moxley could talk. You know what I'm saying? At least Claudio has physical charisma. Yes.
Yuta looks like? He looks like that one guy in the one Kung Fu movies that has a stay silent the entire time he kicks your ass, but he ends up dying by fucking ninjas. You know what I mean?
God damn! Like
he's like the sixth best villain in the entire movie. It's pretty bad.
Our boy Monty called him Plank from Ed, Edd n Eddy.
I mean, that's what he is, man. Are you kidding me? Come on. Over Phoenix and fucking Roosh? Come on. Come on.
Oh, wait, it gets better.
Oh, my God.
Hey, well, Yuta bled in a match that made him special.
Sure. Because
So did Britt Baker.
Britt Baker. Jesus Christ.
If she never bled in that match with Thunder Rosa, she would not be as over as she is right now. Period.
Yeah, pretty much. And also helps that the boss loves her.
Well, he loves her.
Oh yeah. She's a terrible. She's like Britt Baker right now in AEW is like fucking Hulk Hogan in fucking like 1997.
Oh. Oof.
As far as fucking like being a politician, yeah.
Yeah,
She's terrible.
I can see that. That doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah. No, that doesn't work for me, sister. Yeah.
Rosa, I am totally not like going out there and taking that pin. That doesn't work for me, sister. Okay.
DMD, and she just every time when she leaves, she just says DMD. Like,
It's like, bitch, why do you keep doing that?
Exactly. Like, oh, that doesn't work for me, sister. DMD. Like, what the fuck are you saying?
Well, she did business tonight.
Back.
She's talking to Adam Cole, and she's like, Adam, Britt Baker didn't fuck you last night. That was my alter ego.
She does business around her back and on her knees.
You don't remember that story where Hogan, he was in trial, he was like, that wasn't Terry Bollea's dick, brother. That was Hulk Hogan's. that'd be Britt.
Hulk Hogan has a 15-inch penis, not Terry Bollea.
Hold up. What's Britt Baker's real name? Hold on. Is Britt Baker her real name?
I think her real name is Brittany, isn't it? Or something?
Hold on, I got it right here.
I thought it was Britus Maximus or some shit like that.
It's Brittany Baker. So Britt Baker's her actual name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, fuck her.
It's like, that wasn't Britt Baker's vagina. That was Brittany's. Hello.
Speaking of Britney, I know it's a wrestling show, man. Have y'all been keeping up with Britney Spears on fucking Twitter, man? What the fuck's the matter with her?
Like, she's going nuts, showing her body and all this other stuff.
Yeah, like she's over here like Jesus, man. Like, oops, I did it again. Like, God, man.
Which that's a shame.
Yeah, woman.
That's kind of a shame because I thought she was kind of getting her life together, especially for her kids.
Yeah, man.
And she's like, what, like barely 40?
Good God, man. I mean, we were talking about, we wanted Britney Spears to be free, but not this goddamn free.
She's celebrating her freedom, damn it.
Oh, like...
She's trying to show everybody that, oh, wait a minute, Impact over here holding people hostage, huh? Nobody's talking about this. Lady Frost has not been granted her release from Impact.
Oh, yeah, Impact's a fucking joke. Fuck them.
I'm just saying.
They're a fucking joke.
Had it would have been WWE, oh, the evil empire, this, that, and the other, but Impact ain't granting releases. Who else ain't grant? MLW. I love MLW, but they're not granting releases either.
Speaking of Lady Frost, man, she got some cheeks on her.
Yeah, she does.
God, man.
Yeah, she's Angie Carlick, a friend of the show. He interviewed her on his show.
Yeah, she's cool. Her husband has a great look too. Like he could be wrestling on to be in WWE. Like he has that star look that they would like.
So speaking,
I've never seen a guy wrestle before, but I mean, if he's got any skill, like I think he'd be fine.
So speaking of WWE, do you guys want to start with the predictions for this Saturday?
I'm down.
Yeah, why not?
All right, so this weekend is a very busy weekend for wrestling fans. Very thick weekend of shows. Thicker than, I don't know, RJ, think of something that's thick.
Tony Storm's butt cheeks, Jamie Hayter's butt cheeks, Lady Frost's butt cheeks, Killer Kelly's butt cheeks.
Man, that's thick.
Keith Lee's wife's butt cheeks.
Yeah, I thought you were about to say Keith Lee's dick. I'm about to say, whoa, hold on.
Oh.
I just did a Matt Riddle on you guys. You know what I mean?
Oh, my heavens!
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a whole new level to basking in his glory, right?
Oh my heavens! I heard the most peculiar thing on a podcast, Mia.
These gentlemen were talking about my penis.
All right, guys. Hey guys, give me 1 second. I gotta let my dogs out. 1 minute.
Oh my god!
Play a song. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Okay, all right. That's still 1999. All right. So, I was gonna say Impact's on. This is not 2010. So Dynamite's on. The Trios main event. United Empire versus the Elite. So everyone's rapping and raving with Ospreay and Kenny Omega in the ring. So, RJ, do you like Will Ospreay?
I mean, I'm not a big fan of his, but I respect what he does in the ring. Like and I respect the fact that he transformed his work. Like he used to be a flippy dippy guy strictly, but now he's getting technical and more like power moves. Like he's transformed his body. He's not staying stagnant in one spot. Like he's trying to evolve himself. So I give Will Ospreay a lot of credit as far as that's concerned. But I just found him to be a douchebag outside the ring.
Same here. I like his in-ring work. Is very interesting. I like his finisher. That hidden blade, that elbow to the back of the head. Very brutal. Very vicious.
I like the Stormbreaker too.
Yeah, Stormbreaker's pretty cool. So he's very innovative. In the ring or whatnot. Not saying I'm a huge fan of his or anything like that, but I kind of like the same like for him as I do Kenny Omega. Like I like Kenny Omega. Like his promo's not great. I like his in-ring work for the most part, but I like Kenny Omega a little bit more because he doesn't, to me at least, he doesn't seem much of a douchebag outside the ring in comparison to Ospreay. Ospreay's like a fucking miserable dick.
Yeah, no, he's a prick, and Omega's a uber nerdy guy. Like, I mean, that's what I get from him and stuff like that. So I don't have a problem with him. I don't have a problem with Omega. It's just that I like Omega. I tell you this, I prefer Omega over Ospreay as far as like in rings goes. But I'm not a fan of Omega. I can't really take Omega seriously with the goofy faces and all this other stuff he be doing. But I mean, I can't be a wrestling fan if I can't admit that the guy's good, and the guy is good. So.
He's very good, very very good in the ring.
All right,
I won't put him up there. I won't put him up there of all time or anything like that. Maybe, I mean, and if you make the argument like, oh man, he's one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen. I mean, I can't argue that because the stuff he does in ring is some of the shit that he had was incredible. Like if you've seen his matches with Okada, you know what I mean. The Wrestle Kingdom match, the Dominion match where he won the IWGP World Heavyweight title, right? Those are incredible matches, man. You know what I mean?
They were.
But for me, to me, a top wrestler for me of my all time is more than just about the in ring.
Yeah.
all right.
Like to me, you always, and I always tell people this all the time. And like certain wrestling fans just don't get it. Like you have to have the overall package for me to really, really be into you. Like you have to have promo, good character, and you have to have the in-ring skill. People just care about the in-ring skill, and it's like, okay, that's fine, but is that going to draw you to the building? Especially when you have other guys on the roster that can do what you could do, but have a character that can't talk you into the building. That can make you want to buy a T-shirt, make you want to buy a ticket, make you want to buy an action figure, make you want to buy the fucking video. That's what I be trying to tell people all the time, and it flies over their heads. And like, yo, like, how can that fly over your head and you not understand that concept? Yeah. I don't get it. Because why have a roster full of Drew Gulaks, even though Gulak has evolved himself into quite, the, I guess, sports entertainer. Like, he used to be just a strict technical wrestler back in the day, but now he's put humor into his act and other stuff like that. You can have but so many Timothy Thatchers and Josh Barnett's and you know what I'm saying, Wheeler Uterus, guys like that on the roster. You only have but so much.
Yeah.
Why have that when you have Bryan Danielson, on your roster still? You have Claudio, you know what I'm saying? And to the extent Moxley. That's why I find it funny that you slap all those guys in one faction, but it's crazy.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you guys talking about Will Ospreay?
Yeah, we were just talking about Will Ospreay and King Omega.
Oh God. Yeah, fuck. All I'm gonna say is fuck Kenny Omega and Ospreay, and fuck Ospreay too. Anyway, Will Ospreay.
He dropped a ball on what you call it. My girl, what's her name? Blair Davenport. My God, I'm not into pale girls like that, but Jesus.
Yeah. The only good thing about him. All right, so let's go to Clash of the Castle. It's Saturday. It is from Cardiff, Wales, at the Principality Stadium. It's gonna an early start time. If you're in the East, it's gonna start at 1 p.m. Central Time, like me, it's gonna start at 12 p.m. So Saturday's gonna be a busy day. All right, so far there's 6 matches announced, which I think that's the way it should be. Let me start at the bottom. You have a tag team match. Edge and Rey Mysterio with Dominic Mysterio versus the Judgment Day, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor with Rhea Ripley.
Oh yeah.
So is Rhea still not medically cleared?
Yeah, I would like to think that she's not medically cleared yet.
No, and that's fine. Keep her out of the ring until she's ready to go.
I mean, she
doesn't need to be involved. She doesn't need to be involved anyway. Like with this current state of the women's division right now, because that's like they already got their females right now. I don't think that her being involved would make much of a difference.
Yeah.
Right. So
she adds something to Judgment Day right now. She's got her hands tied up with all this right now. Anyway, she didn't really need to be wrestling right now. Anyways, it's just the perfect time for her to just like heal up and not take any bumps. Just insert herself, and I mean it's fine. Her position right now is fine. It's fine and it's very convenient. But as far as this match is concerned, now, Judgment Day's winning, and I don't expect a full-blown heel turn from Dominic yet, but we're getting there. And he's going to be the reason why his dad and Edge lose the match.
Yeah.
Whether inadvertently or not.
Yeah, I'm totally going with the Judgment Day here. I am expecting the heel turn, though, from Dominic.
Oh, you
I expect him
on Saturday.
Yeah, I expect something where that he ends up turning heel and going with the Judgment Day, and it's a great position for him too as well, because like right now he's in his position with his father and whatnot, and granted his career is not progressing at all with his father. Won the tag team titles, he needs to progress more. And I think that him having this new heel character can unravel a new leaf from, because him as a babyface right now is just not it. So,
I agree, and I agree with the heel turn. It is going to happen eventually, but I just didn't think it's going to happen too soon. On Saturday though. I think Saturday is going to be the start, but I think it'd be rushed, especially since they've been taking their time getting there.
They've been taking their time they've been taking their time since the beginning of the year, though. Like, when are they going to?
Know. That's what I'm saying. Like they've been taking baby steps like that. Okay, he cost them the match. That just turns full blown. Just be crazy. So I was thinking like maybe he attacks Edge or something like that, or maybe he inadvertently hits his dad or something like that. And then we can really start getting there. But I don't know. The Blitz could go full throttle with it. But either way, I still think he's going to be a key reason why they lose.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I mean, you're going to do a heel turn over there. That's just like, they've already planted seeds. That could be the best way to kind of like let it segue into SmackDown, where Dominic and Edge are like, what the hell happened out there? And that's when you can, or not SmackDown, Raw. I'm sorry, and Dominic can just begin it like literally on Raw. So it makes sense. I'm fine with it. I mean, if anything's gonna make Dominic more interesting, maybe him being Rhea's bitch boy, being his her dom, her submissive little boy toy. That makes sense. I'm fine with it.
Or not even just that, or just two young people connecting on a different level.
Nah, I kind of like my idea better.
Her stepping on his balls and shit like that. But how is he ever going to get over if that's all he's going to be good for?
Again, it'll make... I don't know. Again, I'm not a Dominic fan at all. I never have been.
But you think that turning him heel should be doing him good, not harm? I don't know. It's only going to
do him good. It's only going to do him good. Because, like, where are you gonna go? Like, okay, like, how much worse can he get right now as a babyface?
He can't get any worse as a babyface. But I tell you one thing: if you turn him heel only to have him be Rhea Ripley's bitch, that doesn't do him any good either.
Oh, that's the reason. That's the reason why. That's the reason why a lot of people want to see him heel. I'm seeing it on social media. A lot of people want to see like him be Rhea Ripley's bitch.
But he's not. But if you want him to progress, how is he going to progress being Rhea Ripley's bitch? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, he's going to grow up. He's going to get tired of it, and he's going to speak out. I trust Triple H to make this make sense, because eventually he's going to get tired of it and he's going to rebel, right? Eventually, once we start him seeing that character come out of him and start cutting promos a different way, right? And being more of himself instead of being bland, right? I think eventually it's going to end up working. I'm not saying it's going to be like fucking like the next Stone Cold Steve Austin or anything like that. But at least him coming out and being a credible babyface.
So in other words, you want him to beat the shit out of Rhea?
Oh yeah, baby. Actually, you know what? No, you're like not just beat her up.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. By the way,
Oh, yeah.
She can take it. Take it like a man.
I'm tired of you bitch. Ah!
I mean, she likes the brutality, right?
Oh yeah. I'm afraid I got some bad news. Oh, wrong one. But yeah, we're going with
I tell you what though, he needs to get some workout tips from her. He needs to get some workout tips from her and figure out how the hell she gets so jacked, because he's gonna need that. Because Dominic needs to get in shape. That's part of his problem right there. His body looks like shit. He's gotta work out, get fit.
Yeah.
Hit the
Never
goddamn.
seen Dominic without a shirt on ever.
Mm-mm. So we're going with the
I'm
heels.
just saying, like that should tell you something. What's he hiding? What you like 24? Like, come on.
Yeah.
So we're going with the heels in this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Next is more than likely the match of the night. Gunther defending the Intercontinental Championship against Sheamus. Whoever wants to go first.
Got it.
Hunter, the in-ring general, is retaining. It's gonna be a great match, though. I think it's gonna be a great match, but yeah, like I got Gunther retaining.
I got Gunther retaining as well. Like, I'm very excited. These are the types of matches that I love to see, and I always make predictions on what I think the best match is for each pay-per-view. This is going to be the best match of the pay-per-view. I love the European style. Like, when I first saw who was on the card, it was a NXT TakeOver Chicago, RBA versus Pete Dunne. When Pete Dunne won the NXT UK Championship, I made a prediction. I was like, this is going to be the match of the night and maybe possibly a match of the year candidate. And at the time, you go back. I have it on my old YouTube channel, JD Venom. Look it up. I made predictions, and I said, hey, this could possibly be a match of the year candidate. And goddamn, I walked out like a freaking genius. I'm not saying this could be a match of the year candidate. I'm not saying that, but this could definitely be match of the night. Hard hitting. They're gonna beat the shit out of each other, and I absolutely are gonna love this.
You know what, Justin? I think you can go ahead and say this can be a match of the year candidate. You got two physical.
I can't say that.
Physical. You got two physical motherfuckers in that ring.
I can't say that. It may be like close to 5-star, whatever the case may be. But I can't say match of the year. Not after what we saw with Cody and Hell in the Cell and me being that emotionally invested in that match. I can't foresee this match overtaking that match. The only way I'll see that is if I see, hard way blood and, freaking like someone's limbs being snapped in the process.
Nah, but it's gonna be physical, and with Sheamus's body, it's gonna show. It's gonna be brutal.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's gonna look great.
Nah, I mean, it's gonna be. As far as two guys going out there beating the holy shit out of each other. I believe it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. I'm not gonna say match of the year, but I think it's gonna be up there.
Just like Ilya Dragunov. Just like when Ilya Dragunov versus Volta in NXT, both matches in NXT. But the crowd's gonna be super hot for this one, man. The crowd's gonna be hot all night. But the crowd's gonna be super hot for this one, man, because they love Gunther, Walter. They're probably just gonna be doing Walter chants. I wouldn't be surprised that they'll probably do that during the entire match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm a huge fan of those guys, man. Gunther's great. Sheamus has been in his bag ever since he came back in 2020. I mean, And that's coming from a guy who has been a huge detractor of Sheamus over the last 10 years. Mostly, especially after 2014, I was kind of done with Sheamus, but he's been his bag, man, putting on these great matches, man. He's been putting on really great matches. Especially, it seems like with the European guys, like he's really been going all out and doing what he's got to do in that sense. So I just think that I think this has a good chance of being a match of the night, but maybe a match of the year contender.
I mean, this match is just like there's no reason why this shouldn't be a good match, and that's almost kind of scary because how many matches have we seen where it's just like this looks like it's going to be a really good match, and then you see it and it's either just okay or it was just underwhelming. Like I'm not saying I want this match to be like that. No, I want this match to be good. I was looking forward to it when I even thought of the possibility of this actually happening. And this crowd's going to be fucking hot for this match. They're going to be hot because Sheamus, for the past 2 years, has been doing the best in-ring work of his life, and he's like in his mid-40s, I think, or like early 40s. And of course, you got Gunther, who's in the best shape of his life, who is being treated like a fucking star, especially under the Triple H regime. And these two meet in the middle, in front of a hot crowd in Cardiff. It's like picture perfect, coincidence. And these two are going to beat the crap out of each other. Like this isn't going to be a pretty match. This is going to be two hosses. This is going to be old school wrestling. 101.
This ain't going to be for the weak of heart.
You're not going to see flips or kicks. You're going to see Walter chop the shit out of fucking Sheamus. You're going to see Sheamus, use his big old fist and just club fucking Gunther. These two are going to walk out with bruises.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's going to be a war.
Yeah, more than bruises, man.
I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it.
Blood vessels and chests.
It's like...
It's gonna be, Sheamus is going to be black and blue by the time this match is over. I'll tell you that right now.
Shit. He definitely won't be full white.
I'll put
he's going to love it, too.
I'll put it to you this way. If someone doesn't die, I'll be upset.
Well, see you bye, Ludwig Kaiser.
Jesus Christ. Somebody better die, goddammit. I'm going to hear Justin on the show. God damn it, nobody died.
No one fucking died, man.
Fuck this match.
Negative 5 stars.
Oh, God.
Negative 5 stars. I gave it 3 stars because there wasn't enough action. There wasn't enough flips. There wasn't enough oily guys.
Usually, this is kind of matches Melton likes, though. So he's probably gonna praise. If he had to praise a match on the show, it'd probably be this one. He likes the hard hitting. He's a big fan of Walter, anyways, from the PWG days. So
yeah, but
I can see him putting this one over.
No, but is he a fan of WWE Walter?
I don't know. He's given Walter 5-star matches. The one with Bate, the one with because that one with Bate was fucking fantastic. 45 minutes of just a beautiful war, and the ones with Dragunov, he praised those and put those over heavily. So yeah, and I think he gave Nakamura and Gunther 4 stars. Not that it matters, but I'm just saying like he's praised them and put them over as far as his WWE work goes.
All right. I mean, again, we all know Gunther's gonna win. But this is just this is gonna be a treat. This is gonna be a treat for wrestling fans.
Sure, got him war.
Let's see what's the next match. We have Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins singles match. Matt Riddle got his name back. He's now Matt.
Yeah, he did. Austin Theory's back being Austin Theory too.
Good.
I'm going on Butch to become Pete Dunne again.
Yeah. Well, so SmackDown.
I hope he keeps the gimmick though, at least, because him being the brooding bruiserweight, looking all spaced out like a teenage girl. Yeah, I need him to still be rabid. He could be Pete Dunne, but have him be Rabbit still.
Well,
yeah, but
hold on.
but he's too much like freaking like Scrappy Doo. Like for me, it's too cartoonish for that gimmick. They can tone it down a little bit, I think, but
Well, he's not going to be snapping limbs and looking believable. Yeah, I'm the baddest man on the planet. That
So-
works in NXT, but ain't going to work on the main roster.
So last Friday and this Friday's SmackDown were taped on the same night, and Pete Dunne or Butch brought back his bruiserweight gimmick for one night in a match with Ludwig Kaiser.
He brought back the gear, not the gimmick.
Whatever, same thing. So you got that to look forward to if you're a Pete Dunne fan, whoever you are.
Let's not oversell the people now. Can't tell the people lies and the people be like, "Well, I thought Drew said the bruiserweight was back. What is that? He's still acting like Butch."
Well, Drew lied. God damn it! Now get out of my office, damn it!
My dick right at it.
Get out of my office after you suck my dick. Yeah.
suck my. Well, you'd be like, suck my dick.
Or you're fired.
My dick.
You do it way better than Linda ever did in her whole entire life.
That's a throat burner there. Like Jesus, man. Like
You're almost as
like,
good.
I wonder, like for like how many years, like Vince, when he was doing like those old school like SummerSlam and WrestleMania intros, like he used to say, "It's the ultimate challenge. It's WrestleMania." Like Jesus.
Well, the secret.
Maniac.
Well, the secret was I had Sean right there to help me climax. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god.
How do you think he got his push?
No.
I'm playing. I like Sean. Come on.
His ass.
The boyhood dream has come true, but for me,
Boyhood dream was a wet one.
all right. So Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins. So I trust you guys saw the promo on Monday or the backstage interview, right?
What promo are you talking about?
Well, I was talking about when Matt Riddle texted Becky. He wants to no, right. Wait, wrong promo. So Matt Riddle and Seth did a backstage interview, quote unquote. The picture in picture, and they're both talking shit. And Matt Riddle proceeds, to tell Seth, the only real man in your family, bro, is your wife Becky Lynch. And here's what I missed that I was able to catch like the other day was you heard like somebody off camera go, "All right, we're good," and then Seth goes, "Riddle, let's talk about your family for a little bit." "Oh wait, you don't have a family. Your wife took your kids and left your bitch ass." And you just like they're just talking shit. I'm like, oh fuck, that was interesting. That almost sounded like Tyler Black a little bit, and less like Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
So
That's the guy I saw in Ring of Honor in
fantastic.
2010.
what were you saying, Justin?
Oh, I was saying the promo with when they went back. It was like, oh, we caught some off air footage and let's take it back, and just just that whole promo there with Rollins saying let's talk about your family. Oh, that's why you don't got one because you got divorced by your wife and she took the kids and she left her bitch ass. And he's like, you heard me, bitch. So and like Riddle saying, I'm gonna I'm not gonna beat you. I'm gonna fuck you up. You know what I mean? Like. So that to me proves that a couple things. One, WWE PG, like it's not, this is like the first that they can go with PG, and it worked. They don't need to be TV 14. They don't need to do all the extracurricular stuff, because when they actually bring stuff out like this, it will mean more, right? AEW.
Yes,
yeah, AEW, like, they'll say like shit. They say shit at least once a week. And now it's like, I'm numb to it. I'm numb to it because I hear it every week. I hear it all the time. So the fact that that they brought this promo out. It brought more heat to this match, right? This match was already heated already because Triple H was like, nah, you guys are not gonna go at SummerSlam. Let's build this match up some more, which I think was possibly one of the best decisions that he's done so far.
Yeah,
taking over creative.
I agree.
But yeah. So, but as far as the match is concerned, I'm gonna go with Riddle on this one, right? It's kind of actually I'm kind of torn between this match because I could just say Seth Rollins in a little bit too as well. I would say Riddle because I think he definitely needs it more than Seth, but I can also say Seth too because Seth has been putting over a lot of people this year already. But I'm gonna go with Riddle because Seth Rollins is Seth Rollins. He's not gonna be hurt by the outcome of this match. Riddle, he won't be hurt either, but he'll be hurt a little bit. Nothing that he can't recover from. But I think right now, have Riddle win, establish him as a new top guy, right? And Seth Rollins, I think, depending on what happens in the main event, he may become WWE champion by the end of this year or early into 2023. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Riddle for the win of this match.
I'm going with Rollins for some of the reasons that you said. Seth has been putting guys over left, right, and center. I think it's time Seth gets a bone here in the UK. I think they're gonna run this one back in Philly, Extreme Rules, and I think Riddle's gonna get his big win there. So,
that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rollins there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go because at first I was like Riddle because Riddle, I think needs his win more. But then RJ brought up a good point that Extreme Rules. What did you say was next month?
Next month in Philly, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be in Philly. EC Dub. There's gonna be a hot crowd. Hopefully, under this new regime, we actually get an Extreme Rules pay-per-view and not like 3 matches that have stipulations. But yeah, that's the way you can do the rubber match between these two. Is at Extreme Rules, or maybe not even a rubber match, but just like a big, just personal, street fight or steel cage match between these two.
I have it in reverse, and the only reason why I have that in reverse because I think Rollins is gonna win at Extreme Rules, so that way he can get momentum going into by basically going into the momentum by the end of the year, going into 2023. So, because I clearly see Rollins either being in the Royal Rumble, like as far as being like either like 1 or 2. Let's say he's number 1 and you have Cody Rhodes at number 2, right? Or I can see Rollins winning the championship from Drew McIntyre, maybe winning 1 title from Drew McIntyre. So that's the way I see it. But I don't know. Who knows? I mean, WWE could go with many, many, many different directions with this whole thing.
And that's the beautiful part about it. You don't know which way it goes. Like, it's not predictable.
Right.
And that gives you more of a reason to watch because you don't know exactly what's going to happen.
Agree.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how this feud plays out. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it lasts until the end of the year. Like, just
God, that's stretching it a bit.
I don't know. Like, I don't mind it because I like Riddle. I like Matt Riddle. I like this new Seth Rollins. I mean, he's been kind of doing less of the cackling. I guess the cackling, the absurdness, and being like I said, more of like Tyler Black and less of Seth Rollins. This is what happens when you allow the wrestlers to just call the promos in the ring and not remember, fucking script by script, word for word. It's just Triple H saying, just here's the bullet points. Here's the thesis. Now find a way to get to the thesis. So, and I like that. And for a Seth Rollins, he's proved that he can talk on his own. Like, he can be a dick. He can be relatable. So I like this. So, but I'm guessing this feud is probably going to end like maybe in like October, November-ish. If I had to guess, but I like where the feud's going. And Rollins to me is so far my pick for wrestler of the year. Like he's done his best work. He's had a lot of really good matches. He's had really he's been a part of really memorable moments. So, like I said, so far he's my pick for rest of the year. He might even just stay that way. So, but I'm going to pick
him between like as far as like MVPs of WWE. It's him, Zayn, Owens, and I'd say Cody. Cody was putting in really good work before he got hurt. So yeah, to me, those are like my 4 MVPs of the year for WWE alone. Like those guys are doing great work, man. Inside of the ring, outside of the ring. Like I even said it around WrestleMania. Like Owens, Rollins, and Zayn carrying the build for WrestleMania this year. They really were, especially in Rollins and Owens' case, with the uncertainty of who they were facing. You know, and Austin not showing up, this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they were really carrying some really good work this year. So I appreciate all those because they've been entertaining.
I'll throw those guys in there as well, but also Bianca Belair. She's been having a hell of a year.
Oh yeah,
her and the Street Profits too, man. Angelo Dawkins, man, he doesn't get enough love, man. He's been improving immensely this year, man. So him and
rumors.
Him of course. Montez is like fucking a god, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, those 3 right there. Hey, all 3 of those guys, you know what I mean? Obviously, they all have a thing in common, obviously. So, I
definitely agree.
And not that they're black or anything, but you know. But no, I think all 3 of those guys they have been, along with the other guys that you mentioned, have been having a hell of a year.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. The Street Profits. And look, I give Dawkins a hard time, but Dawkins has really kicked it into gear the last couple of months. I think it all started with those rumors with Montez. You know? I think it started with that.
Sometimes inspiration helps you.
Yeah, I mean,
he was like, "Fuck this! I ain't finna be Tucker."
Yeah, he's like, it's like, you know, yeah, it's my boy, but fuck, I'm good too. And he instead of, you know, going on Twitter and bitching about it and complaining, he decided, you know what, I'm gonna do something about it.
He's cut weight,
and he's good. He's gotten a lot better in the ring. So
he's been wrestling without a shirt on lately.
I mean,
he's in great.
That's because Vince McMahon's not there anymore. That's why. If Vince McMahon was there,
he actually looks like he's dropping weight.
Oh yeah, he's dropping weight too. But like Nakamura was in, you know, has always been in good shape, right? But Vince's like, nah, you're gonna wrestle with that vest on. Like, we don't want your body.
Yeah, because Nakamura's kind of like, I don't know, he's like a if that makes sense. Where he's like fit, but he's like flabby at the same time, kind of. Like I don't know. He's like Johnny Gargano when he was on the Indies. Still, he was like fit, but he was flabby.
He's flit.
He's fat. He's fat skinny, if that makes sense.
He's finny.
But let's get to the next match. 6-woman tag match: Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka versus Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. Dakota Kai and Io Sky. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Bayley's team is winning this.
Yeah, Bayley's team's winning this too. Obviously they need to be put over ever since they didn't win the titles on Monday, and also B as well. Bianca Belair, she can lose a match without losing her title, and this will be a good match to lose for her.
And she ain't even got to take the pin either. You got Asuka.
She doesn't have to take the pin. Yeah. That's what Alexa Bliss is there for.
Had to take the pin.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss is pretty much pin me, pay me wrestler.
Oh.
Pin me, pay me, and I'm out the door.
That song sucks.
Pay me. That song is terrible. Oh my god. Just bad shit. But
it's like Nikki Cross's old thing. Break out.
What the fuck?
Like, what the fuck is that?
Oh my god.
Apparently Nikki is shedding the superhero gimmick.
I didn't see that in NXT.
I didn't see that in NXT last night either.
I didn't see that. She just a cape, I guess, but she didn't. I need psychotic Nikki. I need Nikki Cross to come back. I don't know what this Nikki ass shit is. Even when she turned babyface or whatnot, like there was no explanation on why did she end up turning normal. Bring back Sandy, Nikki Cross. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, on her social media, she's been posting, I guess, cryptic photos of her getting rid of the cape and the cowl or whatever you want to call it. So, I mean, good, because the superhero gimmick sucks. I mean, I get what they were trying to do. They wanted her to get over and have a character, and they tried to put the title on her, and that didn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, she got no reaction. I was in San Antonio. I mean, I live in San Antonio, but like Raw was in San Antonio, and she came out and she was getting booed, and it wasn't even that like boo I hate you boo. It was more just like boo,
go away.
Go away. Even like the whole thing is, this is for kids. Even kids were booing her. Like,
because kids nowadays don't want to see corny shit.
I mean, Drew, we know the kids in San Antonio, right? Like,
these
motherfuckers are some fucking savages, man.
Kids
are savages, man. When kids nowadays grow up on Grand Theft Auto and playing all these other video games, you see a lot of shit on TV and have more access to see more shit on the internet than we ever did when we were younger.
Yeah, porn.
Savages now, man.
Yeah. I want OnlyFans. Like, you're fucking 12. What the fuck are you saying?
Yeah. That's what I was telling Drew when Liv Morgan got booed here in South Carolina. I'm like, you want to know why? Because being blonde and having blue eyes and putting on the pitiful voice, that don't fly. That don't fly in South Carolina. You know why? Because just like Liv Morgan's in that ring night right now, guys can find those girls like that in the crowd at Myrtle Beach and fucking Edisto Beach. They can find them anywhere in South Carolina. That ain't special. Fuck out of here. That's what people be going crazy over Alexa Bliss. People are like, you don't think Alexa Bliss is hot? No. Why? I don't think she's anything special. You want to know why? Because I see girls that look like her all the time. Short, cute, blue eyes, blonde. Have, the piercings on her, above her ass,
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
I'm a Myrtle Beach. Like, I don't
care. Piercing above her ass.
Above her ass.
Is it above her ass or above her asshole?
She's got the piercings on her dimples or whatever, above her ass.
I always wondered this. Like, has anyone pierced their asshole shut?
I'm pretty sure they have. We just don't know it yet.
God damn it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some crazy person that probably done it.
I mean, there's the Prince Albert, which we already know what that is.
Oh my god, man! Like,
oh shit.
Yeah. When you pee, it just splashes everywhere. Like, you got pee in your bathtub because you don't want to fuck up your sink, or not your sink, but your toilet.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
The heels are winning this. So the heels are winning this.
The heels are winning. Yeah.
So speaking of Liv Morgan, next match, Liv Morgan will be defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against Shayna Baszler.
My mind says no, but my balls say yes.
What?
I said my mind says no, but my balls say yes. My mind says that Shayna Baszler should win this match, but my balls say no. She's not going to win this match because Liv Morgan is going to keep that belt by hook or by crook. And I hate to say it, but some fuckery is going to happen and she's going to keep that belt.
Rousey's getting involved somehow, and I think Morgan's gonna. I think she's gonna cost Baszler the title. I want Baszler to win. It's not her time yet, and I believe in a Triple H era that she will get a shot to hold this title, any women's title.
Yes.
Sometime in the future.
I believe that too.
So she's gonna win, but it's not on Saturday. I'm going with Liv Morgan on this one.
I'm kind of with RJ, where it's just like, in a perfect world, I would love it if Shayna won, because it seems like, in the Triple H era of things, we're getting Shayna back in a more prominent role in the women's division. And again, in a perfect world, we get Shayna and fucking Ronda. But it's like RJ, like to quote RJ, my balls say no, and I'm gonna say Liv Morgan wins it by some fuckery. by, I don't know, disqualification or count out or fuck.
I don't see that happening on a pay-per-view. I see her pinning Shayna. I don't see Triple H going with a DQ on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, Triple H doesn't like to do cheap on pay-per-views.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's definitely gonna be a fuck finish. It's gonna be a fuck finish of some.
It's gonna be a
fuck
finish. Yeah.
It's gonna be that Liv catches Shayna off guard, or I don't know, some bullshit. But I don't know. But I would really love if Shayna won. Like, because I don't know, they've been kind of putting the seeds of Shayna and Ronda, where Ronda, was being escorted out of the building, and she tells Shayna, "You used to be a killer," and now Shayna is being that killer from NXT, and it's just like, you can't just dangle that in front of me and take it away. Like I want to see killer Shayna. I want to see her destroy Liv Morgan. Like I just want to see her rip Liv's arms off and beat her. I want to see. Like I
beat her with the wet part.
Beat her with the wet part. Like I don't want to see Liv win, but I'm pretty sure. How is
me?
Like, is she gonna cry? Is she gonna cry so much that the ring is filled with her tears, and then Shayna slips on her tears? Like, what the fuck's gonna happen?
Roll it. Oh, wait a minute. Foot on the rope. 1, 2, 3. What the fuck?
Yeah. Liv her with the cry! The cry! The cry! 1, 2, 3. Yeah, be amazing.
The crowd goes mild.
Crowd goes mild.
I'll pop for that. A boner.
Damn, that bitch really does cry. Like, Jesus Christ.
She's like the female. She's like the female Ric Flair.
Except
I said, we see that every day.
Less blading.
Oh, thank God.
I mean,
it's tears.
Can you imagine if Liv started blading? Woo! But
I think Ric Flair keeps a blade with him whenever he takes a shower, and like he just cuts himself in the shower.
See how much blood just drips out of his forehead?
Yeah, man.
He just goes to the bank. I'm sorry,
baby.
I'm sorry, sir, but we can't approve your loan. What? Shh. Oh, baby, you don't know me, baby. Woo, woo.
Oh God.
I live in the nicest neighborhood. I look at these cracks. I can't keep these cracks down. Everybody bleeds. So, all right, let's move on to the main event. You got Roman Reigns defending the undisputed Universal Championship against Drew McIntyre.
Damn. Go ahead, Justin.
Okay, I'll go first. So with this here, obviously Drew, he's been built up for this match here. It's in his home country, right? Well, not home country, but you know what I mean. Like nation. Nation. There you go. Mm-hmm. But and also as well, he may come out to Broken Dreams. That's gonna be a big pop moment if he comes out to that, right? Mm-hmm. With that being said, still going with Roman. I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of people are going with Drew McIntyre, and I'm not gonna fault you for that. But there's a reason why I think Roman is still gonna work out as champion. Number one is because that I think there's a bigger story with Roman and possibly losing the championship to a Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania if Roman is not going to be going up against The Rock. I think right now there's still uncertainty with The Rock not being committed yet. So if he's not being fully committed yet to WrestleMania, then I think WWE is going to keep the title on Reigns for now. Okay? Now, if that's the case, the only person I think that we will see that will make sense at that point for him to lose the championship to will be a returning Cody Rhodes, win at the Rumble, and face off against Reigns at WrestleMania. Okay? And how do we get there? How does this match end, right? because you know with a Roman Reigns match, like with this big of a magnitude, some fuckery is gonna happen, right? We had the thing with Finn Balor. Remember the thing with Finn Balor where he was having seizures on the floor or whatnot, right? We had the thing with Jey Uso, right, in the Hell in the Cell. We had what else did we have? We had the thing with Brock Lesnar last month or whatnot. Actually, yeah, technically last month. So with this match here, RJ, let me ask you a question. On SmackDown, who is the second biggest heel currently right now on the show, right behind Roman Reigns?
Right now it's Mr. Cross.
Mr. Cross, right? Thank you very much. Is Mr. Cross booked on this show?
Nope.
No, he's not. But due to personal reasons, can he make the trip?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Because apparently he's not vaccinated, so he probably won't be on this trip. Or maybe he will.
So, well, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. You never know, right? So this is my opinion. This is my opinion. He may not be vaccinated, right? But who knows? Maybe Triple H is like, hey, if you get vaccinated, we'll keep it quiet or whatnot. You know what I mean? If he's there, that means he's vaccinated. Okay, so big fucking whoop, right? Mm-hmm. I think that Triple H may want him to go over there and interfere in the main event. And because the promos is really, target for Drew McIntyre. Really targeted for Drew McIntyre. I think that he goes over, screws him out of the title. Roman still walks out as the champion, right? And we continue this here. I think Drew and Karrion Kross will begin their feud, right? Where Kross will go over on Drew, obviously, because you're not going to have Kross lose at all for a while.
Yeah.
That is my opinion right now. Now, if I'm wrong, right, with that. But at the end of the day, I still think that Roman walks out as champion. Really because of the whole Rock situation as of right now. Rock, because you don't need the title for Roman Reigns and The Rock.
No, you don't.
You don't need the title.
Especially since we know one guy is going to be here. Guys,
yeah, you don't need the title for Roman and The Rock at all. But if Rock is if we don't fully know yet, then I will keep the title on Roman, so that way he can kind of play with it all the way up through Mania and kind of see where it goes from here. So that's my scenario. That's my prediction, right? Maybe the Cross thing's probably a little bit far fetched, but it's just me thinking outside the box. But I'm going Reigns on this one.
I think Reigns takes the cake too. There's definitely going to be some chicanery involved, whether it's Cross, the Usos, Sami Zayn.
Well, Usos can't go. For sure.
That's right, though. Yeah, the Usos can't go either. So, yeah, it might be down to Sami Zayn. If Cross can't go and the Usos can't go, then definitely Sami Zayn, and maybe Paul Heyman comes back by then, and there you go. That's his big comeback on pay-per-view, and helps Roman keep the belt. I guess we'll have to see. That's one of the good things about this. Like I said here, we don't exactly know, but we do know one thing's for sure. Roman Reigns is walking out with those titles, man. Now, if it was only for one championship, then I'd be like, well, maybe Drew's got a shot. But since it ain't for both or for one title, I just think that Roman walks out, because I agree with you, Justin, that the story should be that Cody Rhodes takes, the belts off of Roman, because that's a better story to tell, and that's a story that he's been, and that's the story he's been telling since he's been back on television and out. So I think that's the better story to go with. So that's why they got to separate these belts. I know Drew's been against it, but here's one of the times we really need to separate the belt.
No, we talked about it. We talked about it. I'm in favor
for this match.
What was that?
I was hoping that they were going to do it for this match, because USA, they want their own individual title. Fox doesn't care. Yeah, Fox doesn't care, but USA, they want their own individual title, and I thought they were going to do that for this match. Now, if they make some last-minute adjustment, then Drew's winning, 100%.
Yeah.
If they're not, then it's, you know what I mean? I got to stick with Roman.
Well, no, I was gonna say like to RJ, like we talked about this. I'm in favor of them. Well, not really in favor, but I can agree with them wanting to split the belts back up because Roman being the unified champion has kind of not been as great as people or I wanted it to be because Roman's now working a lighter schedule. He just signed a new deal, and he even said straight up, "I'm working a lighter schedule," which deservedly so. So pretty soon, again, they're gonna want to split those belts up. When that happens, I can assume probably at the next pay-per-view. Maybe they'll do a triple threat, and they can do the traditional both guys pin the champion at the same time finish. And you're not sure, who's going to be the champion. So maybe that'll happen.
When is TLC?
Hold on, let me pull it up.
December, I want to say.
It's always December. Yeah, hold on. TLC.
Well, not. Well, TLC one year was in October.
Oh well, no. TLC. There's no TLC this year.
Really?
There's no TLC. I mean, between now and the end of the year, I should say.
Okay, no, it's not. There's not one this year. There's been one in 2 years, actually.
So you got Extreme Rules, Crown Jewel, Survivor Series, and Day One, which is in January.
All right, Extreme Rules.
So Survivor Series is the last pay-per-view of this year.
Yeah, the Day One pay-per-view is gonna get a month build. That's gonna be great.
October 8th. Wow. That's when Extreme Rules is October 8th.
And Crown Jewel is November, the beginning of November, right?
Crown Jewel, yeah, beginning the 5th, yeah.
I didn't know that.
5th, okay. Yeah, I knew. Maybe they might do something there, Crown Jewel or something. They got to give that audience something over there.
Oh yeah, Roman's a god over there. If he doesn't walk in as champion, man, they may cut somebody's head off.
Literally.
Jesus.
They love Roman and Goldberg, the weirdest combination.
Oh God.
And Undertaker.
I expect Goldberg to show back up.
So in the very first the Greatest Royal Rumble, right? Remember like that big Samoan guy, that sumo guy that they brought to the ring?
Yeah.
So the Prince thought that Yokozuna was still alive, so this was WWE's supplement for that.
He also thought Ultimate Warrior was alive. He thought Hulk Hogan can still wrestle. So,
brother.
oh, I can't, brother. Oh, is that an extra zero, brother? I'll take it, brother.
Oh, God, there's no blacks there. Oh, Hogan, come on, man.
Hey, so no, that's a count. Damn it.
Jesus Christ, Hogan.
Sasha Banks. She's lighter. She's okay.
She's a weeb.
Jesus Christ. All right, let's get to the rest of this wrestling weekend. So, Worlds Collide will be September 4th, early in the day. It will be at the Performance Center, Orlando, Florida. So far, there's 5 matches announced, which I guess that's the way it's going to look. Last night.
Oh, hold on. The build last night was fantastic for this.
I feel like an asshole. I didn't watch NXT last night, but I saw.
You picked the wrong night not to.
It was a good episode.
I was not
the best in a long time.
And I just saw everybody. I just saw everybody just hyping it up. I'm like, God damn it! I should have watched it. Mm-hmm. But so far the show looks pretty good. Let's start with Carmelo Hayes versus Ricochet for the NXT North American Championship. Hayes, did an open challenge. It's funny because he posted on Twitter, I'm gonna do my open challenge, and somebody said, it should be Velveteen Dream, and he just went, hell nah.
Yeah, that's great.
Which, by the way, Dream got arrested for cocaine possession. So,
good lord,
hit it.
Dream over.
Dream over.
Let's go to your go-to.
God damn it! I was gonna say that.
Oh god.
All right, so Hayes and Ricochet. I guess Ricochet is he? I guess is this just like a one-time thing, or is he on NXT for now?
A one-time thing, 100%.
Yeah, one night thing. And that's all it has to be. With WWE, you can do stuff like this. You can send a guy down from the main roster and have NXT. put over a guy like Hayes, and that's another notch underneath Hayes' belt.
All right. This should be a good match. I mean, Ricochet is kind of like dialed it up, in the last month. He seems like he's having fun. He looks like he's happy to. I mean, we always say that about most people who just want a paycheck, but he legit looks like he's happy to be there. Like, he seems more comfortable on the mic. I mean, there's still work to be done, but he seems more comfortable. The fans.
Last night was the best mic work I've ever seen him do ever.
Right.
Like, the confidence that he spoke with. That's what I'm thinking. Like, Ricochet should kind of be like, he can really talk himself up. When he told Hayes last night that ain't nobody can do it in this ring like I can do it, I was like, shit. I was actually believing him.
I heard it. I heard him speak like this before, not on TV though. So like whenever, like if you ever like watch like the up down and like sometimes they cut the little promos on there, you can see that he knows how to talk. I think he's just the handcuffs has been on him for a long time, and now he's kind of like coming to fruition with that.
And he talks in that nice guy voice too.
Yeah.
It's like. Yeah, I don't buy it. But last night he was talking with oomph last night, and I was like, "Oh, okay, Ricochet, I see you, dog. I see you." Yeah, but this should be. I think that might be match of the night, man. Ricochet and Melo, honestly, like those two match up nicely.
I think, I think this show. God, man, is it going to be better than All Out?
I mean,
I probably won't go that. I probably won't go that far, man. But man, like this show's gonna be pretty good. But yeah, this match is gonna be great. Mel's gonna win. This is gonna be a good showcase for him and Ricochet. There's no reason why Ricochet should win the title, but
especially if he's getting a new push on the main roster.
Yeah, Mel's gonna win, and they can renew the rivalry on the main roster. I think that Ricochet should be Gunther for the title, not anytime soon or anything like that, but he should get the title back. He should get the Intercontinental title back. Then when Melo comes up,
where it began to end.
Yeah, and when Melo comes up, then when Melo comes up, he can challenge Ricochet.
I mean, if you really build it, like that could be a nice WrestleMania moment for Ricochet. Like the
redemption arc,
like the promo writes itself. Like you can just have Ricochet be like, ever since I lost that title, I haven't been myself. I've been off my game. I'm not the Ricochet I used to be. I'm not the wrestler I used to be. But now, ever since then, I got a new confidence. I got a new lease on life. I'm a different man.
And also with the and I'm sorry to interrupt. But also with the Gunther thing, he doesn't have to lose. He doesn't have to be pinned to lose the title. What if they just do like a triple threat match and just add like Sheamus in there again or something like that? And Ricochet could pin Sheamus. That could be another way. So,
yeah, there's always ways to protect without going the cheap route. Yeah,
absolutely.
You just got to play your cards right.
Right. And Hayes is a star. Like I've done a 180 on Hayes. I think he's a star. He's.
You called him generic.
Yeah.
Did you hear his promo last night? Hayes promo. A damn good promo last night.
I beat Rebel hard.
He made the Dream references. He made Swerve references and Keith Lee references in his promo. It was damn good.
All guys that held that belt, like that was the big correlation. I was like, that was dope. I like that.
Yeah, I think you say it doesn't matter if you have a dream. This is no Swerve. I mean, you can bask, or I think you can bask, or something about glory. It was really good.
I beat a Rebel heart. I think he said that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's gonna be money on the main roster. So I like him.
Yep.
So yeah, Hayes is winning this. Next is a 4-way tag team elimination match to unify the NXT UK and the NXT Tag Team Championships. You have the Creed brothers versus Brooks and versus Jensen and Briggs versus Gallus versus Pretty Deadly.
Yes, boy. Damn,
yes,
man.
boy. I love Pretty Deadly.
3 out of 4 tag teams in this matchup. Like I like the Gallus guys, the big dudes. They usually team up the Coffee brother, Mark and Wolfgang together. I think they're a good team. They're a really good team. The Creed brothers, man, I've been singing their praises ever since their debut, and people have been looking at me like I'm crazy. But now those people who looked at me like I'm crazy are not joining in on the praise, and it's good to see now. Those boys are getting better each week by week, and that's why I don't mind you bringing in the guys who aren't the indie guys, but who can still show you something. Not everybody has to be an indie guy doing flips and shit like that. Julius Creed is a fucking freak of nature, and
He's
Brutus,
an animal.
Brutus, my God, that guy's fucking great too. And you know what, Damon Kemp, don't sleep on that guy either. Like those guys look good in that trios match last night on NXT. All three of those guys look good. I love the Creed brothers. I love what they got going on there. Just get rid of Roderick Strong already, and keep Ivy Nile. Maybe add another member, and let that be it. Because I like Diamond Mine. This is my favorite incarnation
Charlie
of Diamond
Dempsey,
Mine right
maybe?
now. What they have? Who?
Charlie Dempsey, maybe.
Charlie. You know what? That could be. You know what? They could go in that route. They can go in that route because it's nothing but collegiate athletes in catch-as-catch-can wrestling from Diamond Mine. So yeah, he definitely fits that mold, and he could be that. But I don't know though, because he's gonna be a stern heel like his dad. It looks like, and Diamond Mine,
he can be a heel, but he can also be like that Pete Dunne as well, where he can have those heel tendencies, but still be in a face group.
Yeah, that's right. But then people are gonna be like, "Oh, well, he's trying to be Pete Dunne now." You get what I'm saying?
Well, I'm already hearing those comparisons already, so whatever.
Yeah, people are gonna find a way to pinpoint and bitch, anyways.
Yeah.
But Pretty Deadly is a good team too, and people are like, "I don't get it, huh? You don't get that these two guys are metrosexual guys from England who are over the top and flashy? What is there not to get? It's right in front of your face."
I mean, granted, I don't want it in front of my face, but
no.
The gimmick's not for me. The gimmick's not for me. Quincy Elliott, oh god.
Nah, Pretty Deadly ain't as bad as Quincy Elliott. Trust me. But they're metrosexuals. They're not homosexuals. Quincy Elliott, that's a different story.
Nothing wrong with it.
Which is nothing wrong with that, by the way. I want to preface that, but Pretty Deadly, I love the gimmick. I like what they do. There's nobody that likes them, and yeah, they have characters, man, and they can work. So, yeah, I do want Bailey's ass in my face. You ain't lying about that. That's welcome to any day of the week.
I'll second that. I mean, I'll go with the Creed brothers. I don't really have a dog in this fight because, like I said, I haven't really been paying attention to NXT lately. I'll watch.
I don't mind the Creed. I don't mind the Creed brothers or Pretty Deadly taking them, but I see the Creed brothers.
All right, next.
I disagree. I love the Creeds. I love the Creeds, but I see Roderick Strong screwing them out. I just see it. I see it happening. I love Pretty Deadly too. They had a title. I mean, Brooks and Jensen. Jensen and Briggs. I mean, honestly, like, who gives a fuck? Honestly, yeah. I like Josh Briggs, man, but God, not in this role.
They're not even the star of their team. It's Will Fallon there.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Gallus, because you want to establish the because rumors worlds collide, right? And I see at least one team from, or at least one set of people from NXT UK winning a championship, and I see it being Dallas.
Okay, and that's not a bad choice either, because like I said, Coffee and Wolfgang are a good team. You know, they were good NXT UK Tag Team champs before they ironically lost them to Pretty Deadly. They're a good team, and you can use Gallus any way you want. Because they've been using Mark Coffey as a singles guy too. So, I mean, you can use Gallus in any combination you really want. That's a special thing about them because they're three imposing guys. Joe is just hard-hitting and never has a bad match. Mark, same thing, and the same thing with Wolfgang. So, yeah, I fucks with the trio, period. So, I mean, I ain't being disappointed. Jensen and Briggs, just I don't care. Now that's a gimmick that's not for me. That's Nah, that doesn't have anything to do with sexuality or anything like that.
Cringy. It's too cringy, man.
It reminds me of Caden Murdoch from back in the day.
No. At least Caden Murdoch had some type of charisma.
No, they had charisma, but I mean, as far as like them being like, I guess the rednecks or whatever, beer drinking, loving rednecks. Like me myself, I can't relate to that, so I can't flock to it in a sense. But that doesn't mean I can't give him credit because, you know, Murdoch is. I mean, he's a great wrestler. Obviously, he's still going today, and you know, Mr. Cade isn't with us anymore. God rest his soul. But Jensen and Briggs, Josh Briggs is a monster. Don't get me wrong. I've seen a lot of his stuff in Evolve before he became this country boy loving gimmick, and little Bull Buchanan there, like he's got ways to go, but I just don't care about them whatsoever.
All right. Next, we have the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Katana Chance and Kaden Carter versus Doudrop and Nikki Ash.
Well, Double K's winning this, right? I mean, they kind of have to.
Yeah. I mean, this match was obviously just thrown together, right? Hopefully, this builds momentum for Piper Niven and Nikki Cross. Always build momentum for these guys. Are we gonna see a gimmick change for Nikki Cross at the pay-per-view? Maybe it's just maybe it just happens, right?
She should have came out with the gimmick. I don't understand why she couldn't. That would have really got a big pop from that crowd.
Yeah. And actually with that change too, that would kind of be like, oh, maybe they're gonna switch the titles here. You know what I mean? But yeah,
what I'm pitching though. You know what I was pitching though? Like, I don't know if you guys listened to me and Monty's show that we did I think it was last week. But I pitched an idea of maybe, and it fit because they showed up last night. But I pitched a 3-woman stable between Nikki, Piper, and Alba Fire. 3 Scottish women with a past, with history, a lot of history, especially Piper and Alba Fire. They had a fucking rivalry like you wouldn't believe in NXT UK and ICW, and what's the other? What's the name of that promotion?
ICW.
I'm blanking on. I said ICW.
Okay.
Progress, and I mean the point is they were feuding for a long time over in the UK, and like so. I think you can do something, and Alba Fire's had her matches with Nikki as well, so I think you could do something there with the history and having them stand up for the Scottish women. That could be something, and look, she can get them to snap out of the gimmicks too.
Yeah. No, I can definitely see that.
You're fucking.
I can definitely see that, and plus as well, like if they were to go back down to NXT. It would not make a difference really because they don't have right now. They don't really have a role in the main roster anyway.
No, they don't.
Yeah. So I wouldn't I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Like, why not? Like, utilize what you have, and like, if Triple H is trying to, I guess, rebuild the image of NXT into his again, like, okay, Toxic Attraction out and on the main roster, these 3 down here in. You can have Alba Fire chase after who I think is going to be the NXT Women's Champion. I guess we'll get into that next. But you can have her chase the Women's Champion for a while. You have Nikki and Piper go after the tag titles for her. Why not?
And for this here, though, I'm so happy that Casey Catanzaro and Kane Carr, they are champions because they worked their ass off for years in NXT. Seeing them seeing them in the Mae Young Classic. I think it was the 2018 one, the second one. And just seeing them grow and seeing them getting better and better and better. And remember, Catanzaro left WWE and ended up coming back too. So
yeah, she had back problems.
So seeing her sticking with it and coming back, and it's very cool for them to see. They're literally the last folks there from the NXT Black and go, okay, if you want to add freaking freaking Roderick Strong, and now he's going to add Apollo, right? But really, like they have, really, really deserved this opportunity, and I'm very happy for them.
Yeah, you're not lying about that whatsoever. And I've seen Lacey Lane on certain indies and stuff like that. She's really good. So to see her grow into Caden Carter and becoming one half of the tag team champions is good.
Yeah. When I first saw her in the Mae Young Classic, I was like, "Oh yeah, she's pretty good, man. She's pretty good." I think she came out of Booker T school, if I want to say.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. For whatever reason, I think she was like from the Northeast.
You may be right.
That region, because she was like her claim to fame was having that one match with Leo Rush at the time before she got signed. Was having that a couple of matches.
She's trained by the Dudleys. I knew it was yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I could have sworn it was somewhere out of the Northeast.
I was going to say, yeah. Casey actually came out of San Antonio. She worked for Alpha Warrior and Obstacle Course Gym in San Antonio. So
it's funny, right? Like, I know how to pronounce her last name so well because I dated a girl in Florida. Her last name is Catanzaro and was the name of my coach.
There you go.
Yeah, that was crazy.
All right, next match. Triple threat match to unify the NXT Women's and NXT UK Women's Championship. Mandy Rose, the NXT Women's Champion. Miko Satomura, the NXT UK Champion. And Blair Davenport.
Blair Davenport all the way, man.
Yeah, I'm going with Blair Davenport too. She's gonna be the one to carry this division into the future. I love Mako Satomura.
Me too.
I love her to death.
I love Mako.
She doesn't fit, however, in this version of NXT.
No, she does not fit this timeline.
She doesn't. I don't.
I call her up to the main roster, honestly.
I would too, but like, I don't know how I don't know how her presence will go over as far as like relate to American fans. Mako Satomura has been wrestling. She's been wrestling since freaking Nitro. She wrestled on Nitro. She's like 19, 20 years old.
I don't think she would have that type of feeling in that sense then, because she's performed in America, in and out of America. It's not like she's like a Nakamura or Okada or those guys that, I have to move to America now and I have to adjust. Like, she's been doing it ever since, when she was younger. So but this
is the main issue with it, though. She has a promotion in Japan that she runs. That right. I don't think that she will be able to wrestle full time in America and do that. That's my. I think it was possibly.
She was living in the UK though. Like,
but it's easier to fly back to Japan from the UK than from America, though. A lot easier. It's a lot easier to fly back. So yeah, you're correct, but like, I can't really see her taking. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, because I will love to see her, and I hope I'm wrong. Yeah. But yeah. I just don't see that happening because she's running that promotion in Japan.
Okay. Yeah, it's little things like that you definitely have to keep in consideration. I mean, definitely. But I don't know, man. And maybe even time thing, like she comes in for special matches. This is Triple H's time now, and I think he can possibly try to work around getting her for special matches, because I think to sweeten the pot for a lot of the girls, Asuka and Mako Satomura. Like,
oh yeah, that's Mako Satomura. God, I just came in my pants right now.
Jeez.
Oh Jesus.
Pure.
And nobody's taking clothes off.
That's
God,
pure.
Man. Yeah.
That's pure.
Yeah. It's pure gray and organic.
I mean, I'll go with. I guess I'll go. Jesus Christ. I guess I'll go with Davenport, because I think it's random that she's in this match. And granted, I know I've said I haven't been paying attention to NXT all that much, but I know who Davenport is. I'm familiar with her. I did see her debut on NXT. So I think it's random that she's in this match, and it's not just a straight up one-on-one match. And I think there's a reason, and that's because Triple H, Shawn Michaels, I don't know how much influence Bruce Pritchard has, but they obviously see something special in this girl. So maybe she'll win, and she'll be the new face of this new NXT, the newer NXT that's going forward. And Mandy, and the rest of Toxic Trash are going to be on the main roster.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah, that's the best way you can do it.
And now you have a champion with some in-ring experience that can help shape up some of these other girls. Now I won't give her that much responsibility, given some of her past interactions, unless she's grown up and matured over the last couple of years. But she's a champion that can work, and that I don't have to keep on hearing people bitch and moan, Mandy can't work, even though Mandy's improved gracefully since leaving the main roster a couple of years ago. But I'm just saying, like, now you have a girl that I guess, some of my contemporaries can finally be proud of because she can actually work, quote unquote. Jesus. I feel dirty even saying that.
She's not an artist. She's not an artist.
She's not an artist.
She's not the greatest artist.
Oh, no, I beg to differ. That you see what she could do with her lips?
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
she looks pretty scrumptious too. I'm just saying.
I mean, she looks like Carmen Electra. Jesus Christ, she looks good.
Without the tan.
I like to tame her shrew.
Jesus, what have we done to Justin? Jesus Christ. All right, let's get to the main event. Singles match to unify the NXT and both NXT titles, the UK title and the regular NXT title. Braun Breaker versus Tyler Bate.
Damn.
I mean, Breaker.
This tough.
And this is really difficult. This is really difficult.
Because me and Justin know how much, bro. And I think people underestimate that. Underestimate that.
This is really tough. Really tough because if you haven't watched NXT UK, or if you're not really familiar with Tyler Bate, or if you know, like, okay, Tyler Bate, I see him, he's a good wrestler or whatnot. Like, he's a guy that can carry a brand, can carry the NXT brand. He is one of those. I won't say he's an underdog babyface. He's not necessarily undersized. He's just like really short. Like, but he does play that underdog gimmick really, really well.
That babyface in peril.
Yeah, that babyface in peril.
Mm-hmm.
I want Tyler Bate to win. I'm gonna go with Braun. Only reason, and I think that we may get a rematch, and I think Tyler Bate is probably gonna end up taking the title from Braun. Because I don't really see anybody else at this point taking the title from Braun Breaker other than the Tyler Bate. I mean, because you got Tyler Bate. I mean, Grayson Waller, no. I mean, Von Khali. I mean, where's my Von Khali at? I mean, he's not on the card whatsoever. So maybe Von Khali. You know what I mean? God, man, he sucks at his promos, but it's so great. But anyway, God, I love it.
Smash.
But I'm gonna go with Braun.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Braun. It's gonna be a great match. It's possibly gonna be Braun Breaker's best match to date.
Yeah, because Tyler's gonna toss him around. As crazy as that might sound to people, but to people that have been watching Tyler Bate's work, Tyler Bate versus a big guy, that's where he shines the best. Because when he starts tossing you around, you're like, fucking shit, that little boy just tossed him around. Tyler Bate's fucking wonderful, boy. And look, when you look at Bate, he's like Pac in a sense where Tyler Bate is jacked for a guy his size, and his fucking core strength is unfucking believable, man. And it's It's unbelievable because you're like, God damn, but then when you see him, like, you see how built he is, then you're like, God damn, it is believable.
Because also as well, if Tyler Bate wins, then who does Tyler Bate go up against, right? I mean, you got Von Khali. I mean, you already beat Von Khali already.
He beat him.
to get to this point, right? So he already beat Von Kali. Like, who else is there, right? Like, there's really nobody else there credibly right now. Yeah, you could put Grayson Waller, but that's not a believable match.
Joe Coffey.
Joe Coffey, yes, but I don't think that's really going to resonate with the American fans as of yet because they don't know them like that yet. You know what I mean?
Those are smart marks in that crowd, man.
There are smart marks in that crowd, yes. Yes, there are smart marks in that crowd, but I'm not talking about it's more than the crowd though. It's obviously the people who are watching the show, right?
People ain't already watching the show already.
Yeah. Well, there you go. But I'm gonna go with Braun. Gonna go with Braun Breaker. I think Tyler Bate is gonna take the top off of Braun Breaker. Then eventually, let's say that's around November or whatnot. Braun Breaker can come up to the main roster. And start building him towards the Royal Rumble, which he's not going to win, and build him towards a maybe a mid-card match at WrestleMania, maybe for the United States title or for the Intercontinental title. Braun Breaker versus Walter Gunther. Maybe he can win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. Who knows?
That's in this story there too.
And there's previous story there too as well. So yeah.
Yeah, why not? I'm going with. Damn, man, it comes back to the point where, okay, Braun Breaker, they clearly like Breaker, but Triple H and Shawn Michaels love Tyler Bate, and I love Tyler Bate too. So I'm just like, God damn, I don't know which way to go. But Braun Breaker, I don't mind him holding on to the title, and maybe Bate is the guy that eventually beats him though, because you're right, Justin. Who the hell else is ready to? Who else is gonna beat? Him at this point? Joe Gacy, we've been there, done that. Von Smash, I don't know about that. JD McDonough, we've been there, done that.
I mean,
Baton, and maybe this can be a catalyst for Braun Breaker to turn heel, and Drew can get his wish. Braun Breaker can get some freaks.
tell all my freaks out there. Like he just,
I mean, he already has scored Jade.
Core Jade, it's freak. She's just like draped on his arm. Oh, that'd be funny. But I mean, you
to her knees and
guys
pipe across his dick.
You guys bring up some interesting points because it's just like if if Braun wins, where do we go from here? Like, eventually Braun's gonna need to drop the title, and he needs to go to the main roster because he's like he's already past ready. Like he needs to be on the main roster already.
He's superior than everybody else there.
Right. I think he may go Braun. I'm sorry. I think he may go Tyler Bate. He beats Tyler Bate, then he beats Von Kali, and he goes back to Tyler Bate for a rematch. And I think Tyler Bate will probably win the title because that match hasn't happened yet. Braun Breaker and Von Kali.
Because nobody wants to fucking see it.
You do. It's Von Kali.
No, Justin, no. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Bate won because they really need to find a way to get Braun on the main roster, and how old is Bate? Is Bate even 30 yet?
Oh, he's like 20. He's like 23, bro.
Jesus Christ! So he's still a young man, so he can definitely so he can probably carry this brand. So I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna go with Tyler Bate. All right, so Jesus Christ, All Out, has
real show, baby.
14 fucking matches.
Fucking God.
Good luck to anybody watching the pay-per-view on Sunday.
So if it's all the same to you guys, we're gonna skim through this fucking card.
Yeah.
Because
just rapid fire.
We still got Q&A. So rapid fire. All right, guys, you ready? Rapid fire.
That's right. Tomohiro
Ishii versus Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston.
Eddie. Pac versus Kip Sabian for the AEW All Atlantic Championship.
He ain't putting that belt on that little shrimp pack.
Hook versus Angelo Parker for the F2W Championship. Hook's
gonna choke him out.
Justin.
I say Hook. I'm sorry.
All right, those are pre-show matches. Here are the rest of the 11 matches.
Good lord.
The Elite versus To Be Determined in the tournament final for the inaugural AEW World Trios Championship.
Well, it's gonna be Dark Order, but the Elite's gonna win. Fuck it.
I'm gonna go with the Dark Order. That's a surprise.
I'm going with the Elite because they made these titles for the Elite because they're the Elite and we're fucking idiots if we don't like them. So. 6-man tag match: Wardlow and FTR versus Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns.
The Pinnacle.
Pinnacle.
Oh yeah, Pinnacle. Yeah, Pinnacle.
4-way for the interim AEW Women's Championship: Toni Storm, Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, and Hikaru Shida.
Toni Storm.
I'm gonna go with Jamie Hayter.
My head.
Okay.
I can explain it, but we're rapper-fying, so there's a reason behind it, though.
I think I know where your head's at, Justin.
my heart says Toni Storm, but my balls say Britt Baker. So I'm going to go Britt Baker. I'm going to use that terminology from now on. Casino ladder match. Winner receives a future AEW World Championship match. You ready? Mm-hmm. Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, Penta El Zero Miedo, Rey Fenix, Rush, Andre El Idolo versus Dante Martin versus To Be Determined. So that's going to be
the Joker's obviously winning this damn thing. Who that can be, I have no idea. MJF maybe, but I don't know.
Big Cass.
I'm not picking this shit. Fuck this match.
Yeah,
the Joker's winning. That's the easy way.
And the To Be Determined is, I guarantee you, is gonna be underwhelming. It's either gonna be somebody like Trey Miguel, right? He's great. I love him. Or someone like Ace Austin, or like Ace Austin from Impact. I'm not picking this fucking match because it doesn't matter at the end of the day because none of these guys are gonna win the fucking AEW championship, so it doesn't matter to me. I'm not picking it.
Yeah,
that's right too. So it's a fight about nothing.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a match that's gonna mean nothing. So I'm gonna pick the Joker and say for argument's sake, it's gonna be Leo Rush for some reason.
Again.
Coming out of retirement for the 8th time because he needs to feed his family. Next match, singles match. Bryan Danielson versus Chris Jericho.
Danielson.
I guess I'll go Danielson. It's too obvious, though.
Jericho doesn't need to win this fucking match.
Doesn't need to win. Neither does Danielson. Why are they even having this match?
For the custody of Daniel. For the custody of Daniel Garcia.
It's because they need to be on the card. I mean, I understand why, but whatever.
It's for the custody of Daniel Garcia.
It's cock.
And why don't they just say that?
So, anyways, next match. Tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Swerve in Our Glory versus The Acclaimed. Swerve in Our Glory.
In a match I do not give a shit about whatsoever. There's no heat there. There's no story there. It's just a random match for you guys to be on the card. Swerve in Our Glory takes the Duke, I would think. It wouldn't make any sense to slap the tag team titles onto the Acclaim unless they carry them into the program with the Gun Club, but don't we think we kind of need to get over that already?
These tag team championships are shit right now, man. Like ever since, and I love Jurassic Express. Well, I did love Jurassic Express because that's about to happen. But anyway, these tag teams all suck. Swerve in Our Glory is gonna win.
Yeah.
All right, Jungle Boy versus Christian. Jungle Boy.
Christian, because of a heel turn from Luchasaurus.
Oh,
again?
All the way.
Yeah, it's so goddamn obvious. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
All right.
Yeah, Luchasaurus has not put his hands on Christian ever since Jungle Boy came back. I noticed that, right?
All right. Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
Powerhouse.
Yeah, Powerhouse Hobbs.
All right, going with Hobbs. Let's see what's next. We got 3 more matches.
Oof.
Jade Cargill versus Athena for the AEW TBS Championship. I don't care. Is that an answer?
I'm going Athena. I'm going Athena on this one. I love Jade.
Oh.
Yeah, Athena's gonna win. They gotta stop this streak for Jade.
Justin's jumping out of the window with this one.
I mean, I love Jade. I want her to win. I do. I hope she gets out. But what I'm seeing from the story that I'm looking at, I think Athena's gonna win.
Okay.
I don't care about this match, about either of these two.
You don't care about the title either, do you, Drew?
I don't care about the title. Give me 1 second. I gotta unlock the front door. One moment.
All right.
I don't give a shit about the title. I don't give a shit about these two bitches.
So real quick to the women's championship match. So the reason why I picked Jamie Hayter is because I think that they don't want to give the title to. I mean, they want to give the title to Britt, but I think this would be another way for Britt and Hayter to finally split up and eventually get the title back on Britt Baker is by beating Jamie Hayter.
Right.
You know what I mean? And also as well what that'll do too as well, because since Britt Baker, no matter what we say about her, she is a bigger ratings draw than Toni Storm and Hikaru as far as the women go in the AEW roster. So I think Hayter's gonna get like a sink of victory in there. Then we're gonna have the whole Evolution turn.
Yeah. Right.
And then Britt Baker's gonna eventually win that title back.
Right.
We're still talking about this match?
Well, we're waiting on you to come back. I just want to explain my Jamie Hayter pick. That's it.
It's like I requested nothing but silence when I am gone. You two shall not talk until I return. I'm playing.
Yeah, you sound like Tony Khan right now.
Yeah, I do sound like Tony Khan, right? All right, next match is a 6-man tag match. Another 6-man tag match, if you believe it. House of Black versus Miro, Darby Allin, and Sting.
I don't give a shit.
Didn't this match already fucking happen?
No.
I could have sworn
That's
this match
another guy.
happened on a pay-per-view already.
Oh,
Wasn't it Eric Rowan or something? It was somebody else.
This match-
but it wasn't Miro.
I swear to God, this match fucking happened. I know Miro was
I
involved.
think it was Andrade was involved. I don't remember.
Somebody.
I
else
don't remember.
involved.
But I'm going with Rusev Mashka's team.
Mashka.
I guess I'll go for the heels because they don't give a shit about Black still.
Yeah, they need to do something with Malachi, bro. How do you have that guy on the roster and not do anything whatsoever? Especially with this gimmick, the presentation, everything.
He doesn't do
Like
flips.
he comes down to the ring, he looks great, the group looks great, and then you take a big shit in their mouths because they lose. I mean, come on.
But you know what his deal. You know what his deal is. He's not as cool as Kenny Omega.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's not doing okie dokie strokies in the locker room. Professional.
He's not showing the locker room tough love.
Man, because he's a mellow guy. People, I haven't met Malachi Black before, but people that I know that have met this, I know a person that tattooed him. He said he's one of the most mellow, nice guys.
Yeah, seems
And
like
then
it.
I heard that even when they used to go on tours, like when he was still in NXT, he would set up towels, get the guys in the locker room, fresh waters and stuff like that. To the point where like Roman Reigns even had to pull him to the side and be like, "Hey man, you didn't have to do all that." But no, he felt like he had to because he wanted to be respectful and stuff like and endear himself to the guys in the locker room. So like he's a mad cool dude, and they're not doing anything with this fucking guy. Come on. That's what I'm saying. I kind of hope what Jeff was talking about earlier, kind of those guys get their release because they ain't doing jack shit with those guys, man. Which is a shame.
I mean, I don't give.
Instead, he wants to push the fucking trust. Fucking trust busters.
I mean, I don't give a fuck about Brody King or really
Oh
Buddy
my
Matthews
goodness!
that much, but just Black. If you want to bring Black back to WWE, I'm fine with that because he'll be pushed.
So real quick, I got somewhat breaking news here. So according to Sean Ross Sapp, and this is not huge news or anything like that, but this kind of tells you on what could be happening in the future if all the cards play well. Several in AEW have been told that, and this is from Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful's on Twitter. Several in AEW have been told Bobby Fish's AEW contract is not being renewed.
Okay.
Do it. Remember? No, it wasn't this show. It was the show I did with Monty. I said how Bobby Fish was talking about, he was praising Triple H, and he was not about his not happy about his work, the lack of work he's doing in AEW.
So here's the thing: if Bobby Fish leaves, Kyle O'Reilly's leaving because Kyle O'Reilly, as a single star, he was barely getting over in NXT, and that's probably a debate. He's not going to get over in AEW. He's not going to have that opportunity. I definitely see them coming back to WWE as a tag team.
Do too.
That's the case. If Roddy's still there, that's the Undisputed Era, and you can possibly get another figurehead as the leader to bring back a new version of the Undisputed Era.
You can do that.
That's just me talking outside the box, though. But we'll see.
You can very well do that. And look, Bobby Fish put over Triple H strong. What did he say? I will go to war with that man any day of the week, and that's probably why his contract is not getting renewed. That is probably the main reason right there. And yeah, I can see that. I can see them bringing Fish back. Why not bring him back as a tag team? Him and O'Reilly. And have them do the damn thing as a tag team.
CM Goof in the chat saying there were talks that Roddy wanted out of his contract.
Oh yeah,
that was before Triple H came back. Like no, yeah, no, that was months ago. I don't see Roddy going anywhere right now. Even if he doesn't wrestle, I could see him just being a freaking like coach or something. Yeah.
Which he would be good for that, by the way.
Oh, he'll be fantastic for that. Just don't do no promo work.
So let me ask you. I mean, we got one more match, but let me ask you this. So, with Bobby Fish more than likely going back, with what Justin just said, and then maybe even Kyle O'Reilly going back, and then Roddy's still there because Roddy seemed. I think Roddy probably wants to stay. Like if those dudes are coming back, Roddy's going to want to stay.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to stay, 100%.
And also,
you can do the Undisputed Era versus Diamond Mine.
Well, I was gonna say like,
you don't need to do that. Just call all three of them up to the main roster. He doesn't need to be there in NXT no more. He's been there for years. He's not gonna be missing Diamond Mine either. They don't need him.
No, they don't. But that's what I was saying. Though is like you could probably do that. Have them return to NXT, and then you do the program. You finish wrapping that up with Diamond Mine, then call them up to the main roster as a 3-man unit. Roddy's got his groove back. Fish and O'Reilly are doing that thing. But
the only thing with that, like, if they call up to main roster with that, they gotta have somebody else with them. It can't just be those three because they're gonna die at depths on the main roster like that. And they need somebody. It's just like with Hit Row right now. I like Hit Row, I really do. Right?
Yeah, but they need that.
But without Swerve there. There's a piece that's missing. It's going to be the same thing with these three guys if they don't have that final piece. They need to have a final piece there with them. I don't know who that can be. I don't know.
Off the top of my head.
I can't think of it right now. And maybe it's like, oh man, you know what? Fuck it. Put Kevin Owens with them. Fuck it. Put Kevin Owens with them. That'd be great. Put them on Raw. Put Kevin Owens together. There's your group. That'll be a fucking great group right there.
What does Adam Cole do?
Well, fuck him. Because
Adam Cole hadn't been having a great run in AEW.
I don't see Taylor Khan getting him out of his contract though.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
I mean, he can hire a pretty goddamn good lawyer.
Have him be with Britt. Be with Britt. It's more than enough right there. That's more than enough right there.
So, main event, AEW World Championship, Jon Moxley defending against CM Punk.
Woo!
Yeah. I mean, who cares?
I got a Punk winning. MJF comes back for a stare down.
I mean, I'm not even going to be a dick about this. I mean, maybe I am being a dick about this. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about this pay-per-view or this match. I don't care about Punk anymore. I don't care about Moxley. but it's Chicago. I'm going to say Punk, and then maybe MJF comes out. Maybe if MJF doesn't come out, then he's going to WWE.
If we're gonna know the not necessarily the future of AEW, but we're gonna see which company has more momentum coming out of this weekend by the end of Sunday night. We're gonna see which company has more momentum. This is this is the pivotal point in this era of wrestling Sunday. If we don't get MJF, if All Out is a flop, man, oh man, oh man, that's not gonna look good for AEW whatsoever.
Nope, not at all. Especially if WWE hits a home run on Saturday, and then hits another one with Worlds Collide with limited build.
It's not gonna look good for AEW.
Yeah, definitely. And look, this pay-per-view right here for All Out this year, it's kind of been weak for me, man. It's kind of been weak for me. So I don't know. Hopefully the one thing about it, and look, WWE's learned their lesson. WWE has learned their lesson. Less is more. They're learning that less is more. Let's not stack 15 fucking matches on one night. Like, nobody wants to be up to like 12 o'clock in the morning watching wrestling. I'm sorry. I don't want it. I don't want it. So, especially when you're starting at 7 o'clock and it goes all the way to 12. No. Oh.
I'm looking at last year's All Out card, right? And with the exception of, Danielson coming out and Adam Cole, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the actual card itself was weak. Christian versus Omega in your main event, right? Big Show versus Steve Marshall. I think last year's was weaker than this year's.
QT Sheen James.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You have freaking Moxley versus Kojima, Satoshi Kojima. Where the no?
Kojima, Lariat.
Yeah, Lariat. Oh, you know what I mean? Chris Jericho versus MJF. If Jericho loses, he must retire. Like, we knew that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, Jericho can't help himself. He's like Ric Flair.
Yeah. All right, so here's what's going to happen. So we got Q&A still, but we have like 32 minutes until Spreaker cuts us out. So here's what's going to happen. We're just going to take a little break. I'm going to cut the live feed on Spreaker. We're still going to record and do the questions, but what's going to happen is I'm going to save the questions and I'm going to put that on Patreon. So I'm going to stop the live recording on Spreaker. And we're just going to take a little break, and then I'm going to start the recording back on here for Q&A. And, we'll be right back. Give us like 5 minutes, guys. So, head over to Patreon, $5 a month. You get shows like... You get the live... You get the unedited, uncut version of this show. And you get shows I do with Mr. RJ here. You do a show I do with Jeff Littman. You do a show I do with Ruben, which I need to upload that one. And we're live 8 p.m. Central Time on Spreaker and on the Wrestling Soup chat room. Or Discord channel, I mean. So, anyways, guys, this is the end of the live feed. And if you're subscribed to the Patreon, you'll be able to hear the rest of tonight's show, actually. So, laters, guys. Peace.
Huh.